We didn't show up online. You set it up yet?
Yes, I do.
Huh? Hmm? We're live now?
Yeah, y'all.
Oh, hold on. Well, happy feast of dedication, everyone. All praise and glory to the Most High. Yeah. So we're gonna get into the scriptures and bring forth the education of a little bit of our story. Not his story, but our story. But his story got to be involved with our story. You know what I mean? Because we can't go without. But they all involved in trying to stop us from reaching the Most High as always and destroying our temple. It's all about destroying our temple over and over and over again. So let's start off always with Colossians 3:17 and welcome everyone for being online with us.
This is Colossians 3:17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all Basham Hamashayach Yahwashai, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father Basham Hamashayach Yahwashai.
So all that we say and do is going to be in the name of the Lord and Savior Mashiach Yahweh. We give thanks to the Most High power, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Jacob's name was changed to Israel, became the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, who was Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar. Those 12 tribes. That's our nation, and that's who we are. That's the 12 tribes of Israel. We give thanks to the Most High. We just pray to him. We give him all praise and glory and honor and magnificent, because he's worthy to be praised for everything, even though he's not known. He's not really being exalted. He's not being talked about enough in this world. He's gonna be talked about. Everybody gonna know him. He's gonna be all in all. He's saying when he put all of my check outside enemies under his footstool. You read First Corinthians 15 and 24 down. Then he's gonna be all in all. That's what this is all about, y'all. You know, it's too much talk about people, us as Israelites, other nations, and this and the third. But the Most High is not being exalted. He's not being put out there. No, he's gonna be all in all. You better believe that. He gonna get him a name that's gonna last how long? How long? Forever, man. For real, for real. Let's get St. John 10 and 22. This for all you Christian Saturday people that don't believe in following what Mashiach Shai follow themselves, as we as Israelites are, because he was of the tribe of Judah, and we as Israelites gonna do the same thing that he done. This is what he done. Let's see if it say he honored Christmas. Let's see what it says.
St. John 10:22. And it was at Jerusalem, the feast of the dedication.
No, it was Christmas.
The feast of the dedication.
Xmas.
The feast of the dedication.
It was the feast of dedication. And what season was it in?
And it was winter.
See, it was winter. You see that? It was winter. So we having a feast of dedication, and it happened during the winter time, you know. And we got to look at that's why I say a lot of the Christianity preachers and so forth, they don't understand the Old Testament. If you don't understand our story as Israelites, as far as what has happened to us and dealing in our lives in different generations that we have lived on this earth and the time periods that we've been on the earth, to understand what it is that happened with us, while we looking at our temple being destroyed 3 times by the Edomites. 3 times by the Edomites, so-called white men. So, and that's just facts, and we can show you it in the Bible. And that's what we're going to look at, you know, as far as this piece of dedication is getting our temple back again, that they had destroyed and defiled. Well, myself, Shaq talks about it in the abomination of desolation in Matthew 24 and 15. Read that.
Matthew 24:15. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place. Whoso readeth, let him understand.
Right. So it's called the abomination of desolation, right? Now, they have made our temple abominable, you know, so that we could not honor the Most High through our laws, statute, commandments. You know, it's very important. That's why go back to St. John 10:22. It's very important. I want to continue on that.
St. John 10 and 22. And it was at Jerusalem, the feast of the dedication.
It's the feast of the dedication, what we honoring right now. All praise to the Most High. God?
God.
Yeah, read.
And it was winter.
It was winter. It was cold. It's cold. Go ahead.
And Hamashiach Yahushai walked in the temple in Solomon's porch.
Right, so Hamashiach, he's honoring this feast of dedication, but he's walking in the temple in Solomon's porch. Read.
Then came the Jews round about him and said unto him, how long dost thou make us to doubt? If thou be the Hamashiach, tell us plainly.
So it's very important that you see this, but this is what moved me to really look into Hamashiach. We wasn't saying Hamashiach, we were only saying Basham Yahushai. It will help me to look into Hamashiach because they asked him, tell us plainly, are you the Messiah? Are you the anointed? Read. Not, you notice they ain't asking, are you Yahushai? Or are you any other name that's used for Yahushai? They asked him, are you Hamashiach? Read.
Hamashiach Yahushai answered them, I told you, and you believe not. The works that I do in my Father's name.
And wait a minute, whose name?
In my Father's name.
No, I thought the Father was Hamashiach Yahushai. Wait a minute, in whose name?
In my Father's name.
In the Most High's name. Huh? Yahweh's name.
They bear witness of me.
He didn't come in his own name. He came in the Father's name. So they bear witness of him, right? Read.
But ye believe not.
Why?
Because ye are not of my sheep, as I said unto you.
Right. See, come on, man. Now they talk about Hamashiach all this loving cat. We say, man, I told you ain't none of mine. Ain't none of my sheep. How you think they feel? Come on, man. He was like, you ain't none of mine. Get on out my face. You ain't none of my sheep. You know how we are. Come on, man. It was real. Go ahead.
My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me.
So he said, my sheep hear my voice, and he know him, man. He said they're going to follow him. Go ahead.
And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand.
That's right, man. This sheep gonna always be about Shalom Mashiach Yahushua in the name of the Lord and Savior. Gonna always be, exalting him, highly exalting him. Read.
My Father, which gave them me.
Wait a minute. He said his Father gave his sheep him. Why didn't he say, I gave my sheep to myself? If he the Father, you know what I mean? It's like, you understand what I'm saying? Because, we have to deal with these apologetics that say that the Most High is a Mashiach Yahushua. God? What they be saying, man? So here it is. He said, my Father, which gave them me. Go ahead.
It's greater than all.
Wait a minute. It's what?
It's greater than all.
It's greater than all, man. Go ahead.
And no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand.
There it is, man. There it is. He said, no man is able to pluck them out of his Father's hand. Because he said, what? Read.
I and my Father are one.
Meaning they agree. People take that and say they're the same. No, they agree. We can go into how, we have to be one. In the same mind, the same judgment. Tells us that in 1 Corinthians 1 and 10. Plus, he tells you further in, how we have to be one as he's one with the Most High. We got to be one with him because he's in us. But we're Mashiach. You understand? So let's go to Daniel's, the 8th chapter. Daniel's the 8th chapter. I'm going to do a lot of reading. And start at verse 11.
Daniel's 8 and 11. Yeah, he magnified himself even to the prince of the hosts. And by him, the daily sacrifice was taken away.
Yeah. We the ones that had sacrifices. We the ones sacrificed down for the atonement of our sins. We the children of Israel. So yeah, our daily sacrifice was taken away from us. Go ahead.
And the place of his sanctuary was cast down.
Right. place of the Most High sanctuary, where we worship the Most High, was cast down. And who did it? The Edomites. Because you read up, it's talking about we're gonna get into Antiochus Epiphanes. But if you don't know anything about history, you read this, you know, what does that mean? Don't mean nothing. But we're gonna show you that why they took the apocrypha out of the Bible, that it coincides right with it. Go ahead.
Verse 12. And an host was given him against the daily sacrifice by reason of transgression, and it cast down the truth to the ground, and it practiced and prospered.
Now we know what the truth is. Psalms 119, 142. That righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. So they cast down the laws of the Most High. You got to keep this in mind, because when we go into showing that this actually happened, and it's clear as day that they took out of the Bible in the Apocrypha, you'll see that why they would take it out, because it's talking about them. Right?
Verse 13. Then I heard one saint speaking, and another saint said unto that certain saint which spake, how long shall be the vision concerning the daily sacrifice and the transgression of desolation, to give both the sanctuary and the host to be trodden underfoot?
Right, man. I mean, you asking how long, man? We got to deal with this desolation of our temple, the desolation of what it is that is being done to keep us in their mind from the Most High, being able to worship the Most High, to go into our temple and worship the Most High. Go ahead.
Verse 14. And he said unto me, unto 2,300 days, then shall the sanctuary be cleansed.
Right. So this amount of time, so dinner of temple going to be cleansed. So we're going to look at how all this happened for us being destroyed. Jump down to verse 21.
Daniel's 8:21. And the rough goat is the king of Grecia.
So the rough goat is the king of Grecia. This is Alexander the Greek. You know, the first Edomite emperor. Go ahead.
And the great horn that is between his eyes is the first king.
The first king. Now we're gonna look at the first king. Go into the Apocrypha that they took, the 14 books that took out of the 1611 King James Bible. Go to First Maccabees 1:1.
First Maccabees 1:1.
This is the first king, Alexander, right in the Bible. Read.
And it happened after that, Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chittim, had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece.
Right. So this is Alexander the Greek in the Bible, dealing with history, his story, and our story, understanding our story behind going into these 14 books to find out this book of Maccabees should be after Malachi in the Old Testament. You got Malachi, which is in the Persian and Mede Empire. Then you have a blank page. Then you have Matthew 1:1, which will be the Roman Empire. So in between Malachi and Matthew should be First Maccabees and Second Maccabees. You understand? So this is what they took out, and it's dealing with the first empire of the Greeks, Alexander the Greek. Jump up to verse. Read on.
Verse 2. It made many wars and won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth and went through to the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations, insomuch that the earth was quiet before him.
He was warring with everybody, taking everybody down, all the kingdoms down. On the Persian Mede Empire, you know, that was the empire before the Greeks came into power. That's straight history. So go ahead.
Whereupon he was exalted and his heart was lifted up.
That's pride. His heart was lifted up. You have a lot of pride. Go ahead.
And he gathered a mighty strong host and ruled over countries and nations and kings who became tributaries unto him.
Yeah, they were paying, taxes under him. Go ahead. To him. Go ahead.
And after these things, he fell sick and perceived that he should die.
Still talking about Alexander the Greek. He fell sick. He ruled from 20 years old to 32 years old. They say he died of a terrible case of syphilis. Go ahead.
Verse 6. Wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable and had been brought up with him from his youth, and parted his kingdom among them while he was yet alive.
That was 4 generals that he set up, that he grew up with, that he set up before he died. That was Cassander, Lysimachus, Ptolemy, and Cassander, Seleucus. Those 4 generals that he set up. And the wicked Antiochus Epiphanes is going to come out of that Seleucus lineage. Go ahead.
Verse 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died.
That's like from 20 years old to 32 years old. Go ahead.
And his servants bear rule every one in his place.
Right, those 4 generals that just named. They took over once he died. Go ahead. Is that verse 8?
Time.
Okay. Go back to Daniel's 8 and 12.
Daniel's 8 and 12. And an host was given him against the daily sacrifice by reason of transgression. And it cast down the truth to the ground, and it practiced and prospered.
That's right, man. So this is what they was doing during the Greek Empire. Understand this. So you understand where we at. Now go back to 1 Maccabees 1 and 9. This is what they're doing. It's showing you how evil they were and how they were dealing with us in an evil way. But read.
1 Maccabees 1 and 9. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years. And evils were multiplied in the earth.
Now, show me where it says that any other verse, in any other kingdom. It says evils were multiplied in the earth when they came into power, because Proverbs 16 and 4.
Proverbs 16 and 4. The Most High have made all things for himself. Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil.
He says that evils were multiplied in the earth. And the Most High told us about, if we didn't follow his laws and commandments, he's going to put the worst of the heathen over us, man. That's Ezekiel 7:24. Says it's what he's going to do to us. So we can look at it any way we want to, but we broke the laws of the Most High. We broke the commandments of the Most High as the Israelites, and he fulfilled what he said. Read that.
Ezekiel 7:24. Wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen.
Not the best of the heathen.
The worst of the heathen.
They're going to bring the worst of the heathen. Read.
And they shall possess their houses.
That's what has happened. You know, that's why we got people over there in our land right now. And over again, you know, once you see that we went to the Greek Empire, they say evils are multiplied in the earth, because the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. Job 9:24 says what? Earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the face of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is it? Who is it? It's him. You don't even want to say he's the Most High. You want to paint pictures of himself as the Most High. You see it in the store, picture of Jesus, right? Right, they got, I seen it. Right now, they got advertising Jesus Christ and stuff by white men right there in the store for Christmas. You know what I mean? But this time period, the movies, the magazines, everything, you know. So this is what's going on. Read Daniel 8:21 and 22. This is what they've done.
Daniel 8:21. And the rough goat is the king of Grecia, and the great horn that is between his eyes is the first king.
That's Alexander the Greek that we just read about in 1 Maccabees 1 and 1. Go ahead.
Now that being broken, whereas 4 stood up for it, 4 kingdoms shall stand up out of the nation.
You see that? So you're saying that, I don't know if y'all can put it together, but I gave the 4 generals. But if you don't know anything about history, how does it coincide when you look at what Daniel's saying? Because if you don't know anything about history, then how does that make sense when you don't know how to put it all together and go into the Maccabees to show you that he's telling you straight up? Before Alexander died, he set up his 4 generals that grew up with him. I set up his boys to be right there, take over once he died. Go back to First Maccabees, the 1st chapter, verse 9.
First Maccabees 1:9. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth.
You know, the Most High said, the Most High make all things for himself. Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. So evils multiplied when they came into power. When these 4 generals came into power, and we let Alexander, we told him, it was like, I know to tell you a story, it was like, we were decked up, the priest was in purple, and people was in all white. He came across, and we told him, hey, man, you get ready, we told him, get ready to rain, man. He wasn't as bad as his generals were, especially when you understand what happened after he died, what we ever read about. You don't hear anything about him doing a lot of things to us, you know what I mean? But when he died, he set up them 4 generals, and this dude that we get ready to read about from the Seleucid dynasty, you know, it's 4 generals, you know. He was from the Seleucid dynasty, and he was part of being over us in our land of Israel. But read that.
Verse 10. And there came out of them a wicked root.
This dude.
Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king, who had been an hostage at Rome. And he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks.
Yeah. You see that? Can't get no clearer than that, right? This in the Bible. What year was it?
It says he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks.
The 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks. Who the Greeks? The so-called white people. The white men. Go ahead.
Verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
Wicked Israelites, man. Persuaded many. Come on, let's go make a covenant with the heathen. When the Most High told us in Jeremiah 10:1-2, what did he tell us? Let's go make a covenant with the heathen. But since we're not dealing with them, we have had much sorrow. But what did the Most High tell us as far as that? Dealing with these heathen.
Jeremiah 10:1. Hear ye the word which the Most High speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
He's talking to the 12 tribes of Israel. What did he tell us?
Thus saith the Most High.
The Most High say,
learn not the way of the heathen.
Said, learn not the way of the heathen. Read.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Right. Don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven. Why? Because the heathen are dismayed of. Get Psalm 96:5. The heathen is made at the signs of heaven. We wasn't dismayed at the signs of heaven. We knew about a lot of things. That's why we made that song, Sweet Low, Sweet Chariot, coming for to carry me home. Looked over the Nile. What did I see? They said that? What did they say? I looked over what river? The Jordan. And that go right down Israel. See what I'm saying? How we sing these songs in slavery if we don't know who we are? Somebody knew who we were. Right? Yeah. Looked over Jordan, what did I see? A band of angels coming for me. They coming. How many coming? Y'all know? Huh?
200 million.
200 million. God, that's right. 200 million. That's right. Go ahead and read that.
Psalms 96:5. For all the gods of the nations are idols.
See, all the gods of the nations are idols. Keep this in mind because it's very important when you start to look at what they're doing to us and what they have done to us to have us not. Everything is geared toward taking us away from who? The Most High. They're taking us away from the Most High. So we can't honor and praise the Most High and offend him any way, shape, or form we can. That's what it's all about. You got to understand it. Read.
But the Most High made the heavens.
The Most High made the heavens. See? That it?
John.
Yeah. So, and that's why I said, don't be dismayed at the heavens, because the heathen are dismayed at them. You know, the sun, the moon, the stars, they got the little symbols that represent them also. Go back to First Maccabees. So you got wicked Israelites, man, that wanted to learn the way of the heathen, be like the heathens, like it is today. Follow the way of the heathen. The Most High said, learn not the way of the heathen. Go ahead.
First Maccabees 1:12. So this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen.
And that gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen, to be like the heathen. So we couldn't deal with it. That's the law. You know, we in captivity under them. They in control. They're the superpower of earth, like it is now. You know, they're the superpower of earth. And wicked Israelites went to the king, this wicked king Antiochus, to get a license to sin. A license to sin. And that's what the heathen were doing. They weren't keeping no commandments. The Most High gave the law to the children of Israel. What verse was that?
That was 13.
Okay. I want you to jump down to verse now go to Daniel 11 chapter, and I want you to read verse 2 to 5.
Daniel 11:2. And now will I show thee the truth. Behold, there shall stand up yet 3 kings in Persia, and the 4th shall be far richer than they all. And by his strength, through his riches, he shall stir up all against the realm of Grecia.
See, you hear that? It's the Persian Median Empire. And the last king, he said, going to be richer than all of them. And he's going to stir up all the people against the realm of Grecia. Go ahead. The Greeks, go ahead.
Verse 3. And a mighty king shall stand up, that shall rule with great dominion, and do according to his will.
That's Antiochus Epiphanes. Not Antiochus Epiphanes, but Alexander the Greek. Selected. He ain't came after his Epiphanes came in yet. Just talking about Alexander the Greek. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And when he shall stand up, his kingdom shall be broken.
Meaning he's going to die. His kingdom going to be broken. He's going to die. Alexander the Greek going to die. Read.
And shall be divided toward the 4 winds of heaven.
Meaning his 4 generals going to take certain positions in certain kingdoms that he had set up already. Cassander, Lasamacus, Seleucus, and Ptolemy. They had different regions that they were ruling that Alexander had already, remember, he had conquered everybody. You know, read.
And not to his posterity, nor according to his dominion which he ruled. For his kingdom shall be plucked up, even for others beside those.
So have.
And the king of the south shall be strong, and one of his princes, and he shall be strong above him, and have dominion. His dominion shall be a great dominion.
Right. So now, look at Daniel 8:23. Daniel 8:23.
Daniel's 8:23. And in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, a king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up.
Go ahead.
And his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. And he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper, and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people.
Keep this in mind. You hear what it's saying? His power shall be mighty, but not by his own power, because he can be operating under the power of who? Who gave him that power? Let's find out. Go to Matthew 4 and 5. Let's see. Read that.
Matthew 4 and 5. Then the devil taketh him up into the holy city, and set him on a pinnacle of the temple, and said unto him, If thou be the Son of the Most High, cast thyself down, for it is written, he shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against the stone.
Right. So this second tempted of Mashiach Yahushua. And the Mashiach went to the law every single time to rebuke him. Go ahead.
Hamashiach Yahushua said unto him, it is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Most High thy power. Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them.
So now he showed him the kingdoms of the world and the glory of the kingdoms that even had been before in the time of he's living, in the time that he's living, and the kingdoms will come after him. Read.
And saith unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. Then saith Hamashiach,
he said, all this power will I give you if you bow down and worship Satan, worship the devil. Read.
Then said Hamashiach Yahushua unto him, get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship the Most High thy power, and him only shalt thou serve.
So where is it written at? He said it's written twice. Where is it written at? In the law. Yeah, in the law. That they say we not under. That the preachers don't want to go to the law. They say we not under the law. So how are you going to rebuke Satan? Tell me how they're going to rebuke Satan? The Mashiach showed you how to rebuke him. Twice. You know, how to teach people how to rebuke Satan. Deuteronomy 6:16. They're not. They don't know how.
Deuteronomy 6:16.
Do they take them here? No. Because they don't read. They say we ain't under the law. So how you going to go to the law to rebuke Satan, what Hamashiach did, and you're going to see that this is who they're operating under Satan, because he said, all this power when I give you, do what? Bow down and worship me. Go ahead.
Ye shall not tempt the Most High your power, as ye tempted him in Massa.
That's what he said. Mashiach said in Matthew 4:7, it is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Most High thy power. Your power. Satan worked for the Most High. He said, your power. He already said, thou shalt not tempt the Most High your power. Satan, devil. Now, verse 10, what did he tell him in Matthew 4:10?
Matthew 4:10. Then said Hamashiach Yahushua unto him, get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship the Most High thy power, and him only shalt thou serve.
Deuteronomy 6:13 and Deuteronomy 10:20. This is where he's going to the law that they're saying that we are under. So how you ever going to be able to rebuke Satan, the devil? If you never know this, you never, it don't even cross your agenda at all, ever, in going to church. Because they say you're not under the law. Read this. This is what he's doing to rebuke Satan. Read.
Deuteronomy 6:13. Thou shalt fear the Most High thy power, and serve him, and shalt swear by his name.
That's right. Serve the Most High and swear by his name. Deuteronomy 10:20.
Deuteronomy 10:20. Thou shalt fear the Most High thy power. Him shalt thou serve, and to him shalt thou plead and swear by his name.
Right. So the same thing Mashiach said, tell him Satan straight up. Now get Revelation 13, 1 and 2. Just to show you that further, it tells you that they have a power under Satan or the devil. Read this.
Revelations 13:1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea.
We saw this beast rise up out of the sea. Go ahead.
Having 7 heads and 10 horns.
The 7 heads are the Greeks, the Romans, the Spanish, the French, the Germans, the Russian, the British. That's the Greeks, the Romans, the Spanish, the French, the Germans, the Russian, the British. That's the 7 leading empires of the Edomite nation. And the 10 horns are the EEC, the European Economic Community, or the European Community, or they call it themselves NATO. The 10 nations that support the 7 heads. Go ahead.
And upon his horns 10 crowns.
So upon his horns mean the power, he had powers from the authority with the EEC, the NATO, until this day. Read.
And upon his heads the name of blasphemy.
Name of blasphemy. Then, now, and forever. Go ahead.
And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard.
Yeah, that's just like cool. Example of the Greek, he was known as the leopard because he wore a leopard skull cap. Go ahead.
And his feet were as the feet of a bear.
Go ahead.
And his mouth as the mouth of a lion.
Go ahead.
And the dragon gave him his power.
The dragon, who is Satan, who is the devil, gave him what?
His power.
His power. Go ahead.
And his seat.
And his seat. Go ahead.
And great authority.
Great authority. That's why when you look at salvation, there's power, rulership, and authority. They got their power, rulership, and authority to who? To Satan, the dragon. Now, you want to know the dragon in Revelation 12:3, and then jump up to Revelation 12:9. It tell you who the dragon is. And the beast too. Let you know the beast got his power from the dragon. So who's the dragon? Let's find out. I mean, if it's coded, so if he would put it in the way it should be just said point blank, we probably wouldn't have a Bible. You know, you don't see what he did to the Bible, but read that. You know? Go ahead.
Revelations 12:3. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon.
What color is the dragon? What color is the dragon?
Red dragon.
Oh, red dragon. Go ahead.
Having 7 heads and 10 horns.
And with the 7 heads and 10 horns again. Dealing with the 7 leading empires of the Edomite nation, the Greeks, the Romans, the Spanish, the French, the Germans, the Russians, the British. They came in consecutive order, and America came out of Britain. So it fits right in. Go ahead.
And 7 crowns upon his head.
Power and authority on their heads, man. But what color was the dragon? What color was the dragon? Red. Okay. Y'all speak up. Okay, hear you. Jump to verse 9.
Revelations 12:9. And the great dragon.
What color is the dragon? Red. Red. No, this great red dragon, read.
Was cast out.
Was cast out. What's the red dragon called?
That old serpent.
Old serpent. Go ahead.
Called the devil.
The devil.
And Satan.
So all of them have to be what color? Red. Read.
And Satan.
And Satan. Who's red? Go ahead.
Which deceiveth the whole world.
Deceiveth the whole world. Lied to the whole world. Read.
He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
Yeah, no. Come on, don't get it twisted now. You know, it's written like that. He wasn't cast down on the earth, and he had all the angels. He had an argument with the Most High, and all the angels came down with him. Come on, we gonna have a revolution. We gonna come out of the earth. Nah, man. Y'all don't know the Most High if you think anything that happened like that, man. You don't know the Most High, man. You think the Most High gonna allow anybody to do anything against him? When you really know him, man? No, no way, no way. Nah, man. He said his angel was cast. Get Hebrews 13:2. Come on. Don't get it twisted, man. Some of you entertaining angels don't even realize. Read that.
Hebrews 13:2. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers.
Somebody you don't even know. That's a stranger. You don't even know them. Why?
For thereby some have entertained angels unaware.
So you're looking at somebody that look like a person, but it's an angel. Come on. Some have entertained angels unaware. They look like us. So that's what it's talking about. And what color is Esau? It's 25. I mean, it's all that. It makes pretty sense. I mean, it makes sense to me. Genesis 25.
Genesis 25:25.
It's the birth of Esau. What is that?
And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment.
Esau came out red all over like a hairy garment. So they all what color? Red. What color is the dragon? Red. What color the serpent? The old serpent. Red. What color is the devil? Red. What color is Satan? Red. What color the beast? Red. All of them red, man. I mean,
they call them in the South.
Redneck, right? Yeah, it is. I mean, we just teaching the truth, right? It's just the truth. We gotta deal with it. We had to eat a whole lot, didn't we? They made us eat a whole lot. And to this day, man, just get our people come out of the darkness, the ignorance that they in, to really see that there's so much to learn, there's so much to grasp that we don't even have a clue of. And don't care. That's the problem I have. They don't care. Get Daniel's 8 and 23.
Daniel's 8:23. And in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, a king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up.
That's right, man. This is what we're looking at. Go to First Maccabees, the first chapter, and I want you to start at verse 41. This is that king we just read about, Antiochus Epiphanes, of the Greek Empire, one of Alexander the Greek's 4 generals. Read that.
First Maccabees 1 and 41.
Mm-hmm.
Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
What that sound like? Everybody's one people. Sound like what?
New World Order.
New World Order. That's right. New World Order. That's what old man Bush had said. Bush's dad said. Bush Jr., his dad said, it's time for the New World Order. And then Bush said it when the Twin Towers came down. He said, we all one people. We all one. Remember he said that? We all one people. You either for, you are with us, or you against us. That's what he said. So what did he say? Read it again.
First Maccabees 1:41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and every one shall leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king.
You know, we done read about these heathen, these other nations in Psalm 96 and 5. For all the gods of the nations are what? Idols. But who he give the laws to? Psalms 147, 19 and 20. Everyone should leave his laws. We're the only ones that have laws from the Most High. Check it out. Read.
Psalms 147, 19.
Mm-hmm.
He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation.
So he showed his laws, statutes, commandments to who?
Unto Jacob.
Unto Jacob. What did he say?
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
The judgment to Israel. What did he say about the other nations?
He have not dealt so with any
He
nation.
said, you have not dealt so with any nation. And what?
And as for his judgment, they have not known them.
As for the judgment of the Most High, meaning the punishment for breaking the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments, these other nations have not known them. No matter what you see on this earth, you might see tornadoes, hurricanes, fires, tidal waves. What did Most High say as for his judgment?
They have not known them.
And the floods, man, the floods just taking people out like never before, man. The floods, come on. And he said gonna cruelly drown them when you read Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 20 down, man. The word of the Most High is real. He ain't playing. What he said?
Praise ye the Most High.
That's why we say praise the Most High.
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 Praise y'all. Y'all gotta praise him, man. Y'all can wait till he put a monster upside enemies under his feet to praise him if you want to. Go back to First Maccabees. Verse 42 again.
First Maccabees 1 and 42.
Mm-hmm.
And every one shall leave his law. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king.
So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. What laws they have? I mean, even to this day, what religion is keeping the moral laws, the civil laws, the dietary laws, the ceremonial laws, and learning other sacrificial laws? Or even putting the Mashiach of Shai, going to Paul's body, he talking about it being under the sacrificial law. But the Mashiach of Shai is the ultimate sacrifice. I don't know what he's talking about. We tell we ain't under the law, we ain't under the sacrificial law. Because what Mashiach, we just read about Mashiach kept what? The feast of dedication. But when he keeping the laws, did he break the law? No, he didn't break the law. He was perfect. He was an example to show that men can be perfect. We can do this. But church said, oh, nobody can keep the law. We all are saying to come short of the glory of the Most High. They're going to put on scriptures like that. Don't keep no laws, man. Come on, man. Most High wrote the laws with his finger. That's like saying, Most High, I know you wrote with your finger, but I'm giving you my middle finger because I ain't going to do what you say do. That's simple as that. Or making me something different. You know, by challenging that, why don't you come up and say why you don't got to do what he say do? That's what you're saying. I ain't got to do what you say do. That's why we in the condition we in. And we ain't getting out of the condition until we praise the Most High. We learn to stop saying all praises and APTTMH and TMH and all that, man. And then wrote down 11 words, man. Paragraph after paragraph. Well, this is what I got to say. I'm saying this when it comes to the Most High. TMH. Comes out the Most High. APTTMH. You know. Then you open up with all praises. You all realize y'all leave that open to the demons? But the ones that deal with demons or give praise to their demons, these demons on the left-hand side, I don't understand if y'all, I don't know if y'all really understand that. That's spiritual, man. How you think the Most High feel? Talk to me. Why ain't nobody talking to me? Y'all know y'all hear me talking to y'all out there. Whoever, don't matter. Come on, how you think he feel? I'm just saying, how do you think the Most High feel? You can't even say all praise to him. To the Most High, man. Come on. Justify it. Huh? Jealous. Exodus 34:14. Yeah, he's on it. Come on, man. That's a fearful thing. My scripture, Hebrews 10:31. It's a fearful thing to fall in the hands of the living power, man. Who is he? Me.
Exodus 34:14.
That's why I said, y'all got to learn about the Most High only. That's what I'm talking about. This is him only. This ain't talking about him telling us nothing. What it said.
But thou shalt worship no other God.
No other power, man. How you gonna leave it open and leave somebody to say all praise to all praise to their entity, the devil, Satan? I mean, it can get no worse than that. You don't leave those doors open, man. Read.
But the Most High, whose name is jealous.
What's his name?
Whose name is jealous.
Name is jealous, man. Come on.
It's a jealous power.
Jealous power, man. He said, I will melt you. So I will melt you. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know what y'all talking about. That's why I said you got to fear the Most High. Oh, don't wait till he visits you. It's going to be too late then. Man, I was reading last night with Jeremiah 11 chapter. Most High said, you bring no prayers to me. I don't want to hear nothing they have to say. When they cry to me, that's what I'm telling you. People who say, I ain't going to hear it. So what you got beyond that? You humble. He said, yo, in your affliction, you're going to seek me early. And we humble as could be because we afflicted as ever and ever. And you call on the Most High and say, he's mocking and laughing at you. Come on, man. How long it's going to be though? We got to go through the same thing over and over and over again until you realize, man, he the only hope. He the only hope. You can call on anybody else you want to, even on Mashiach Saturday, we can know when he's coming back to deliver us. You don't even know. Nobody know but the Most High. You ain't going to tap into him. Come on. Out of that. Go back to where you was at in First Maccabees.
First Maccabees 1:43.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Many also of the Israelites consented to his religion.
No different then than now, man. Consented to whatever somebody's saying. Nothing but a bunch of robots and robotees, man. Prove me wrong and saying I shouldn't be praising the Most High. Talk to me. They resented, they consented to his religion, man. Everybody should leave their laws. Isn't that what we dealing with in religions? They say we ain't under the law. What's to do? Ain't nothing new under the sun. The same thing. Everybody should leave their laws. We the only ones that have the laws, so everybody should leave from following the Most High. How about that? Read.
And sacrifice unto idols and profane the Sabbath.
This way he ordained that we sacrifice unto idols. Whose gods are idols? The heathen gods are idols, right? Do just like the heathen, be just like us, and sacrifice unto idols, and profane, make the Sabbath day unholy. They've done that now. They changed it from the seventh day to the first day. And even if it is the Sabbath day on the first day, they still not doing what you're supposed to do on the Sabbath day. They dishonored the Sabbath day, made it unholy here, and it's unholy now. If you say you honor the Sabbath day on the first day, you doing all the things you're supposed to be doing on the Sabbath day. Point blank. So they profane, they made the Sabbath day unholy. Read.
Verse 44. For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, that they shall follow the strange laws of the land.
He sent messengers. Why he sent messengers to these other nations? You see what he's doing? The whole identity, y'all got to see this, is against us. That we should follow these strange laws that he set up for us to follow. To worship idols and bow down to idols and so forth. You got to understand, Ezekiel 39:23. This is what these heathens know. So it's not nothing new. This long before Antioch's wicked butt came into power, and we as wicked Israelites were dealing with following what he said to do. Read.
Ezekiel 39:23. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity.
So they know that we in captivity for what?
Their iniquity.
For our iniquity. So these other nations know this. This way before this wicked Antioch spirit coming to power. Most I said the heathen know that we went into captivity for our iniquity, for breaking the Most High's laws. That's the commandments. Sinning against him, being wicked, being evil, like they want to follow the way of the heathen. Read.
Because they trespassed against me.
Because we broke the Most High's laws. We trespassed against the Most High. Until this day, man. Read.
Therefore hid I my face from them.
Most High hid his face from us. That's why he said in Hosea 5:15, he said, I'm going to go to my place until we acknowledge our offense and seek his face. In our affliction, we're going to seek him early. So they know that he hid his face from us because we stopped following his laws, statutes, commandments. So what you think these preachers, pork chop eating preachers, these ministers, whatever they call themselves, pastors, what do you think they're doing? They're still working for the system that we read about right here in the Greek Empire. What's the difference? It's the same thing, man. They know we're in the captivity for breaking the Most High's law. They telling our people that you're not under the law. What does Joseph Epiphany say? Everybody should leave his laws. Then and now. That's why y'all better come out of them churches, man. Y'all better come out of that belief, man, or the Most High gonna burn you up. Point blank. He gonna melt you. It's written. That's what we say he gonna do. Read.
Therefore hid I my face from them and gave them into the hand of their enemies.
No, into the hands of our friends.
Into the hand of their enemies.
Come on. They gotta be our friends.
Into the hand of their enemies.
The hand of our enemies, it says. Read.
So fell they all by the sword.
That's why we fell by the sword. And he didn't know this. Read.
According to their uncleanness and according to their transgressions.
Our uncleanness and according to our transgressions. Read.
Have I done unto them.
Done unto us. The them is the 12 tribes of Israel. Point blank. Read.
And hid my face from them.
He hid his face from us. He hid his face from us. So where we at? We trying to get him to look at us. And y'all talking, y'all went to him and told him, hey, you don't know how to hear all praises to somebody. Anything. Whatever. I mean, how you not going to say our praise to the Most High? Come on, man. We got to come out of that. All you got to do is start saying it. Don't fall for that, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Y'all, that's not good. That's not a good thing at all. For real, man. You know, it just hit me real hard because the fact of I know that what they know, and I know that you following the suit or whatever it is that you leading somebody to follow something that will take you away from the Most High. You can't. He said when you praise him, man. He said praise him with all your might. But so you can't praise him enough. But it's watered down to all praises. Come on. Y'all can stop there. Whoever. Can't you? I mean, can't we? You feel me? It's for real, man. I mean, seriously, because the heathen know when the captive for our iniquity. Anything we could do to make the Most High smile, Most High turn his face toward us instead of his face turn. I mean, you see, he gonna look at us, he gonna face us, and we just eliminate him, period. Come on, and people are doing it. They don't know. Like you were saying, you don't tell speak about when he go out there and ask them what this means. APTTMH. You know, TMH, what that mean? You know what I mean? See what people know. You know what I mean? They really know.
Yeah.
When I say all praise, what I'm talking about. What all praise, what we think about all praise. People in the world, they don't know. We know we might have a connection, but we trying to get everybody. At least I want everybody to praise the Most High. You know, no matter who. Even the heathen was saying pray, all praise to the Most High. When I asked them to say praise to the Most High, everybody was saying all praise to the Most High. When I ask them to do that, they do it. You know what I mean? Here we are. Come on. Think about it. You better think, man. Or challenge me on that. You know, tell me it's not right. You ain't got to do it. That's my own head. You ain't got to do that. We'll know, right? We will know. We will know. When somebody says, I ain't got to do that. Okay, all right. Fearful thing to follow the head of the living power, man. You just said it there, what? Jealous, man. Come on. Woo. We trying to get out of here. At least I want to get out of here. You know, y'all might think y'all got years. I'll look at it. I'm ready to go. You know, let the Most High do what he got to do, man. You got to tell him I shall rise and go and judge and make war. Until then, man, we're going to be here, man. Don't go backwards. I just see it going backwards with that. Read.
Verse 24. According to their uncleanness and according to their transgressions have I done unto them and hid my face from them.
See? Come on, man. You can't get no more transgressive than to say whoever you want to put in there in the place of our praises. You can't transgress no more than that. We're talking about the Most High. And they know this, man. He hid his face from us, man. Go back to First Maccabees 1. Read verse 43 again.
First Maccabees 1 and 43.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Many also of the Israelites consented to his religion.
Considered to his what?
His religion.
Considered to his religion, man. You know? Considered to his religion. Come from a Latin word religio, mean to hold back, keep down, restrain you from what? The truth. The laws of the Most High. The word religion, keeping the laws of the Most High. Think about it. Religion. Come from a Latin word religio, mean to hold back, keep down, and restrain you from the truth. The laws of the Most High. I mean, the law, they get an attitude. That's why you hear me say law, because they can't stand that word law. Just keep on saying law. They can't stand that. We ain't know the law. We're the grace, right? They always say that. But commandments, they can kind of handle. They'll woke you up. Yeah. They can handle that a little bit, but they can't handle the law. We under the law. They can't handle that. Go ahead.
And sacrifice unto idols.
Sacrifice unto what?
Unto idols.
Sacrifice unto idols, man. That's what we did. But folks say, I'm going to go to my place and we acknowledge our offense, man. We offended them right here. And still offended them, read.
And profane the Sabbath.
Profane, made the Sabbath day unholy. Come on.
For the king has sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, that they shall follow the strange laws of the land.
He sent the letters to us. We say, everybody got to forget the laws. It's all about us, the Israelites. But we don't the ones have the law. We just read that in Psalms 147, 19 and 20. Read.
And forbid burnt offerings.
Forbid burnt offerings. So how we going to be forgiven for our sins in our minds, you know? Even though it didn't take away our sins, but we still was, dealing with, Jude called signs. So the Most High gave us that sign to be sacrificed an animal for the atonement of our sins. So he took away the burnt offerings, read.
And sacrifice.
And the sacrifice for our sins, read.
And drink offerings.
Offerings were taken away, read.
In the temple.
In the temple. Where we go to worship the Most High, read.
And that they shall profane the Sabbath.
They shall what?
Profane the Sabbath.
Profane the Sabbath, man. Make the Sabbath day unholy, as it is today. Read.
and festival days.
And that's the laws that the Most High gave us, the law of ceremonial laws that he gave us to follow in Leviticus 23rd chapter. You know, read.
Verse 46, and pollute the sanctuary and holy people.
Hear that? So they polluted the sanctuary where we worship the Most High and holy people, man. I want you to jump up to verse read on. I mean, show you what they did. Now go to Daniel 8:23-25. So because you don't know this history, then you won't understand what Daniel's talking about. But we're gonna look at it. So I'm trying to show you how he's saying it. But if you don't know anything about history, and it's in the Bible, the prophecy that he's speaking about, the things that would happen is in the Bible, and it happened. And you get to understand in the Apocrypha. Read this.
Daniel 8:23, and in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, a king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up,
Go ahead.
and his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power, and he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people.
Talk about Antiochus Epiphanes, Greek, so-called white man, king. Go ahead, verse 25.
And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart,
That's pride. You're gonna stand up in pride, me.
and by peace shall destroy many.
Come on. You know, we come for peace. Mars attack. We come for peace. Killing everybody. Did they come for peace here in the Western Hemisphere? They came for peace, right? He said no. They said they come for peace, though. Right? They said they come for peace. They said. They'll say, what he said, what it say? Right?
And by peace
And by peace he shall what?
shall destroy many.
To destroy many. That's what he do, but he said, I'll come for peace. Well, they say make a peace treaty, right? What happened? People just be getting destroyed, man. Huh? God, man. That's what he do. Ain't nothing new under the sun. That's what he been doing. Go ahead.
He shall also stand up against the prince of princes,
Mashiach Yahushua, he come to judge and make war, but
he shall be broken without hand.
if y'all mind if I go to one scripture, like I said, just to bring it up, Mashiach Yahushua breaking it without hands. Y'all mind if I do that? We go there, the second Ezra 13. Start at verse 37. Yeah. This is in the Old Testament. So let's see what it says about Mashiach Yahushua, read.
Second Ezra 13:37. And this my son
That's a Mashiach Yahushua right there in the Old Testament, what it says.
shall rebuke the wicked inventions of those nations.
You really said he gonna destroy them without hands. Keep that in mind, read. He's gonna rebuke the wicked inventions, all their ordinances, all their war materials that they have, and machines and devices that they have prepared to fight him, read.
Which for their wicked life are fallen into the tempest,
For their wicked life is falling into the fire, read.
and shall lay before them their evil thoughts,
He didn't even know what you're thinking out there, read.
and the torments wherewith they shall begin to be tormented.
Oh yeah, when you read this whole chapter, he tell you about how he's coming. But it's giving you the understanding of what it is that you read before this. He said, what? Read that again.
And the torments wherewith they shall begin to be tormented,
He know about their wicked thoughts. He's going to tell them about the torments that he get ready to do to them one by one. Read.
which are like unto a flame,
He's going to burn them up. It's like a flame, read.
and he shall destroy them without labor.
What did it say in Daniel? It said, he shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. What did it say here?
He shall destroy them without labor.
He shall destroy them without labor, without lifting a hand. How?
By the law,
By what?
by the law,
Same law they said we not under. He gonna destroy them without labor, without hand, using his hand by the law. Read.
which is like unto fire.
And we know that fire was what? Jeremiah 23:29. That law is like unto fire, man. Jeremiah 23:29.
Jeremiah 23:29.
Mm-hmm.
Is not my word like as a fire?
To his word, man. You're going to destroy him by the law using the word of the Most High. Go ahead.
Saith the Most High.
I mean, we in the future now. This what's happening when the Mashiach say come to judge, make war. He gonna destroy them without labor by the law. So y'all out there that don't want to read the law and learn the law and live and apply the law in your life, how it's gonna apply to you? And you saying you ain't gotta keep the law, you ain't under the law. Think about it. Which is like in the fire, man. He gonna burn you up. That's what he's talking about. Straight up. Most I say gonna melt you. Read.
And like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces.
Keep on the top.
Jeremiah 23:29. Is not my word like as a fire, saith the Most High,
Mm-hmm.
and like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces?
That's right, man. Come on. You're going to break them into pieces, man. With that fire, man. What you going to do when it comes for you? You going to tell them, I ain't under your law. I ain't going to follow you. That's what you're saying. That's what they said. Oh, they said, man, I ain't going to follow you. What do you mean? No, I ain't under no law. You just regurgitate what somebody tell you that's going to have you burnt up. Point blank. Or show me somewhere where you don't have to keep them. You don't have to do what he said do. And he took the time to write it with his finger. Get that up. Most High wrote the law with his finger. You know what I mean? 9 and 10. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's like his labor is in pain. Like he working hard to give us. Y'all think 10 Commandments came in 40 days or 40 nights? From the Most High?
Ain't come no for a minute.
Only 10 Commandments? Think of 10 Commandments, man. Come on. We read them. Did you read them? We just read them tonight. How long it takes to read them? You know what I mean? Think about it. He just teaching Moses the 613 laws, man. Come on. And write them down. What it say? Read it.
Deuteronomy 9 and 10.
Come on.
And the Most High delivered unto me 2 tables of stone, written with the finger of the Most High.
The finger of the Most High, man. Written with the finger of the Most High. Y'all say we ain't got to do what he said. They say we ain't no works. We ain't got to do no works. It is works. Exodus 18:20, man. It is works. Come on. How y'all think he did all that he did, and now you say we here now and saying all you got to do is believe in his son that kept the laws of the Most High? Did he sin? No, he didn't sin. Are you like him? Yeah, I'm like him. Did you sin? Yeah, everybody else said to come show the glory of the Most High. I mean, come on, man. It's crazy. But read that.
Exodus 18 and 20.
Huh.
And thou shalt teach them ordinances and laws.
And what?
And laws.
And what?
And laws.
And laws. He said, teach us ordinances and laws. Read.
And shall show them the way wherein they must walk.
That's right. The way you should walk, man. And that is walking in the Most High laws, statute, commandments. You want to be saved. Now, faith in the Mashiach Yahushua, man. Going to the Most High on our behalf, man. So there ain't no sacrifice is being done. Huh? Yeah, man. Okay, let's go back to First Maccabees 1. Show you what they did. This wicked Antiochus Epiphanes, Greek, what he did. Read this. He was in verse 46. Let's read that.
First Maccabees 1:46. And pollute the sanctuary and holy people.
Pollute the sanctuary and holy people. Y'all hear this? That's the whole plan. What's new? Ain't nothing, most I say, ain't nothing new under the sun. The whole plan is pollute the sanctuary. The church is already polluted, right? They ain't keeping the moral law, civil law, dietary law, ceremonial laws, and learn about the sacrificial laws. They following what they taught to follow. through their theologians. And they come into the church and have our people following something. They even know who they are. They call themselves Gentiles. And they the Israelites. We the Israelites, the people of the book. Read.
Verse 47. Set up altars and groves and chapels of idols and sacrifice swine's flesh.
Sacrifice what?
Swine's
They
flesh
sacrifice swine's flesh, man. Read.
and unclean beasts.
An unclean beast, man. Leviticus, the law. What the law say? Leviticus 11 itself. What the law say concerning some swine? That's pork. That's pig. So they brought that into our temples and they put it all on the altars. Can you imagine the smell? You know, the closest thing I remember about some pork, man. This dude ate pork all the time. He took me for a ride and give me some pot for my car. And it was winter time, but I had all the windows down, air conditioning, dog. It was funky, man. It was like coming through his pores, man. I remember that smell. It was like, oh, it was nasty, man. What the most I say concerning pork? Read that.
Leviticus 11 and 7. And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
See, he is unclean to you, man. Another thing, when they be cooking them chitlins, that's a funky smell too. Ugh. See, the pork, the pig, the hog is unclean to us. Read.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat.
He said, just no, you eat it. You're breaking the laws of the Most High. So your flesh you should not eat. Read.
And their carcass shall ye not touch.
Remember, you're supposed to get the law. So here he is. This wicked Antiochus Epiphanes, Edomite, so-called white man, king, is having us put pig all over the altar. Pig, an unclean beast, you know. Whatever you can think of that's unclean. You know. And that's a dietary law in Leviticus 11 chapter. What's clean and what's unclean. You want to know that? That's the law. We're going to forget the laws that the Most High gave us. This is his whole objective, to have us sin. Because the heathen know we're in the captivity for our sins, for our iniquity. They know this. But if you don't know that, then, you know, you just walking around trying to figure it out. When it's already been figured out, all you got to do is just look at what is being said. Go back to where you was at. First Maccabees.
First Maccabees
Read verse 47.
1 and 47. Set up altars and groves and chapels of idols and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts.
Sacrifice what?
Swine's flesh and unclean beasts.
Right, man. This is what they did. Now give me Daniel 11 and 32. Now you see that our temple is being destroyed. Y'all know we not, you know, following the laws of the Most High. You know, we can't sacrifice up in there. Ain't no more sacrificing. Not with no pig all over the altar and unclean beasts, man. I'm telling them what's up in there, man. You name it. Catfish, lobster, oysters, whatever they can think of, man. It got even worse than that. That's just part of what they did. Read this.
Daniel 11 and 32.
31.
Daniel 11 and 31. And arms shall stand on his part, and they shall pollute the sanctuary of strength, and shall take away the daily sacrifice.
We read about right now, but what does this mean to anyone that don't know history of what really happened or when he's saying what he's saying here? You know what I mean? Because these are things that are taught in Matthew to Revelation. You know what I mean? It's not taught about in those chapters because this is in between Malachi, the last prophet of the Old Testament, and Matthew, where we're at in the Greek Empire. You can't go from the Persian Mede Empire to the Roman Empire. You got the Greek Empire that we just read, Alexander the Greek took down the Persian and Mede. Huh? So here we are now looking at what Daniel was saying, whereas how would you understand that if you didn't know our story or his story? And both together to realize that this is the truth. Read. Verse 32. Did you finish?
No.
Start with 31 again.
Daniel 11 and 31. And arms shall stand on his part, and they shall pollute the sanctuary of strength, and shall take away the daily sacrifice, and they shall place the abomination that maketh desolate.
See, this is what we read about right here. They taking away the daily sacrifice, and they putting remember my shall say go be the abomination of desolation again. But we read earlier, but this is before he came on the earth. This is a Greek empire, not the Roman. He came in the Roman Empire. This is the Greek empire. Go ahead, verse 32.
Verse 32. And such as do wickedly against the covenant.
Against what?
Against the covenant.
Against what?
Against the covenant.
Against the covenant. The covenant was only given to the children of Israel. The 12 tribes of Israel, to Abraham, to Isaac, to Jacob, to Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. And what they shall do wickedly against the covenant. The contract, the agreement, the law, statute, commandments that he gave to we, the 12 tribes of Israel, that we just read in Psalm 147, 19 and 20. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statute and judgment of Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation. That's for his judgment. They have not known them. What do you say? Praise ye the Most High. Praise ye the Most High.
Praise ye the Most High.
Praise ye the Most High.
Praise ye the Most High.
Praise ye the Most High.
Praise ye the Most High.
Praise ye the Most High.
Praise ye the Most High.
Praise ye the Most High.
Praise ye the Most High.
Praise ye the Most High.
Praise ye the Most High.
Ah!
Ah.
Yeah, man. Read that verse 32 again.
Daniel's 11 and 32.
Mm-hmm.
And such as do wickedly against the covenant shall he corrupt by flattery.
Yes. Such as do wickedly against the covenant, wicked Israelites, man. And those that follow wicked Antiochus Epiphanes shall he corrupt with flatteries. Oh, you're following what I want you to do. Like it is in our world, man. Read.
But the people that do know their power shall be strong and do exploits.
That's right, man. People that know the Most High power shall be strong. All you that don't want to exalt him and know the Most High, you're going to be weak. You're going to be weak. And you're going to make you weak, man. You're not going to be strong. I don't care how you look at it. You're not going to be strong, man. And you're going to take action. That's what we're doing now, man. We're taking an action. If it's nothing but vocally, it's an action. Before the Most High. Bashan Mashiach Yahushai. Huh?
God.
That's right, man. Okay, go back to First Maccabees. I want you to read First Maccabees so we got 51. Wait a minute. No, what were you at? 48? Go ahead.
First Maccabees 1:48. That they should also leave their children uncircumcised and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation.
Man, come on, man. That they should also lead their children uncircumcised. Now, there are two types of circumcision. The circumcision is of the flesh when the male child is 8 days old. And also, circumcision is learning this truth. You circumcise when you learn the laws that come out of the Most High, and you learn about our culture and how we're supposed to operate to please the Most High. You understand? That makes you circumcised. So they had the ability to either teach their children after they were circumcised, boys are circumcised on the 8th day, about this truth. That's what the law says, you know, from generation to generation, so they can teach their children. So, and their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation, man. Uncleanness, unholiness, you know, even to the point of homosexuality and all the things that you can think of that you won't want to think of. Some things that most people said that they do and we ain't supposed to talk about. Give me Jeremiah 9:25. This is all a plan. Y'all gotta see this because it's all a plan. The most important plan that they have is for us not to keep the laws of the Most High. So he will not bless us, and he will continue to have us in these curses in their minds. But read.
Jeremiah 9:25. Behold, the days come, saith the Most High, that I will punish all them which are circumcised with the uncircumcised. Verse 26. Egypt,
Hold up, read that again.
Jeremiah 9:25. Behold, the days come, saith the Most High, that I will punish all them which are circumcised with the uncircumcised.
And that's what we dealing with. We that were circumcised, we had the truth, were punished by the uncircumcised, and they not circumcised. Most time to get on the commandment of circumcise the boys on the 8th day, or to bring them into the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. Point blank. Now, go back to First Maccabees, the first chapter. All this is done, making us unholy, sacrificing swine flesh and all unclean beasts on the altar. That what can happen? Read 49.
Verse 49. To the end they might forget the law.
See that? This is what it's all about. That's why you hear people say, we're not under the law. To this day. To the end, they might forget the law. The law that the Most High wrote with his finger. Because they know. You tell you got the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. If they know this, I know it by heart. It says, Edom figures prominent in prophetic scripture as a scene of great future judgment. She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from the Most High, and give scripture to back it up. Straight up. Elite notice. That's from the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. I've read it so much I know about it. But it's real though. I mean, I don't know why brothers don't read that. That's what they say. And they give scripture to back it up. Isaiah 34, 5 and 6, and Isaiah 53, 1 down, man. I mean,
What was the word again?
Hmm?
What was the word for
Edom. Yeah. There's one part in it that says, Edom figures prominent in prophetic scriptures as a scene of great and future justice. Continue.
Verse 49. To the end they might forget the law and change all the ordinances.
Get the law that the Most High wrote and change all the ordinances. Read.
And whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king, he said he should die.
You do what I say. He said you should die. He gonna put you to death. If you don't stop following the laws of the Most High, he said, I'm gonna put you to death. Go ahead.
In the selfsame manner rode he to his whole kingdom, and appointed overseers over all the people, commanding the cities of Judah to sacrifice city by city.
So we in captivity, dog. This is something that we could not do. He put overseers, like we had in slavery here in America. He put overseers over us. You had us sacrificing abominable things from city to city, watching over us, making sure we did it. And if you didn't do it, he said, you should die. Read.
Verse 52. Then many of the people were gathered unto them, to wit, every one that forsook the law. And so they committed evils in the land.
Read this again for all you that say you ain't under the law. Read that again.
Verse 52. Then many of the people were gathered unto them, to wit, every one that forsook the law.
So every one of you out there that forsake the law of the Most High, what do you say?
And so they committed evils in the land.
Evils you are committing. And wherever you live in, you commit evils, it says, for not keeping the laws of the Most High. Read.
And drove the Israelites into secret places, even wheresoever they could flee for succor.
For safety. Now, this is where the catacombs come in. Vatican, under the catacombs, we built the catacombs. We live at least 600 miles on the ground, man. That we built, running from and trying to deal with keeping the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, man. But, Jump to verse 56.
Verse 56.
Well, no, read 54. That's very important. It's dealing with the abomination of desolation. Read that.
First Maccabees 1:54. Now the 15th day of the month Caslu, in the 145th year,
Of the Greeks. Read.
they set up the abomination of
They
desolation.
set up what?
The abomination of desolation
Same thing that Daniel was talking about. They set up the abomination of desolation. Read.
upon the altar,
Upon the altar. Read.
and builded idol altars
Building idol altars. Read.
throughout the cities of Judah
Where we were living. The tribes of Judah, Benjamin, Levi. Read.
on every side,
Every side. Read. And those tribes that were down with us. Read.
and burnt incense at the doors of their houses and in the
They
streets.
burned an incense, man, to these idols, man. Go ahead.
And when they had rent in pieces the books of the law,
They did what?
rent in pieces the books of the law,
They rent in pieces in the books of the law. Read.
which they found,
Which they found what they do.
they burnt them with fire.
They burn them up with fire. No different than what we had in slavery. Could we read in slavery here? No, man. Well, against the law was to learn how to read. No difference. The same thing. You know, I remember watching, I don't know if y'all seen Roots, right? Remember when Kissy was that little white girl was teaching her how to read?
Yeah.
And the slave demon oppressor came in there and, oh, you know how to read? No, we just playing. And then she wrote that note for that captain to have that pass, and they sold her, but they sold her. That's what we looking at, man. So it's good. The same people, the same thing, man, happening over and over again, man. And read that again.
First Maccabees 1:56. And when they had rent in pieces the books of the law, which they found, they burnt them with fire.
They burnt up the law and the prophets. They burned up because that's what we had. We didn't have no New Testament. Y'all know that, right? Huh? We only had the law and the prophets, like Marshall Chapel said, after it's written, it's the law and the prophets. When they found the books of the law and the prophets, they burnt them up. Man. Go ahead.
And wheresoever was found with any the book of the testament, or if any consented to the law, the king's commandment was that they should put him to death.
You know that? That's why we got that Negro Bible. And what's missing in that Negro Bible? Huh?
The laws.
The laws, man. It's missing. It's what they doing right here, man. Same people doing the same thing. We just don't know because we've been disenfranchised from, learning the truth, man. It's right here. What's the difference? The same thing. Go ahead. If you were found with the law and the prophets, the king's commandment was to put you to death. Read.
Verse 58. Thus did they by their authority unto the Israelites every month.
Every month, they were putting us to death, man. Read.
To as many as were found in the cities.
Y'all see this? This just for having the Bible, having some scrolls. Well, you got the scroll? You got the scroll of Isaiah? To death with you. Think about it. And you reading Jeremiah? Cut his neck off. Not only that, read on.
Verse 59. Now the 5 and 20th day of the month, they did sacrifice upon the idol altar.
So what day is that? The 25th day of the month. Like they got the 25th day of this month gonna be Christmas. Read. They did sacrifice on the idol altar. Read.
Which was upon the altar of the Most High.
You know, it was the altar of the Most High. They told the priest, special priest, man, that was under the law, how to build this idol, this altar, man, that they put their idolaters and unclean beasts just proclaimed it. Read.
At which time,
Listen at this.
verse 60. At which time, according to the commandment, they put to death certain women that had caused their children to be circumcised.
You hear that? On the 25th day of the month, they put to death certain women that had caused their children to be circumcised. The boys to be circumcised on the 8th day, and the women that were teaching the children, but generally the children were taught from birth to 5 years old by the women. Then 5 years old to 12 years old, we had a curriculum. Then 12 years old to 30 years old, we had another curriculum. Going to school and so forth, learning certain things concerning our culture and, the things that we had to learn for life. Read.
Verse 61. And they hanged the infants about their necks.
I really hate this scripture right here, because this is what you see on the Christmas tree. You see them bulbs, man. They hung our babies by their necks, read.
And rifled their houses and slew them that had circumcised them.
That's right, man. Took our little infant babies, man, by their necks, man. Cut their heads off and put them on them trees, man. Put scare tactics, man. That's why when you go to Target, I don't know if they're still doing it, but I know I used to go there and check them out every year. They have faces on the trees, man. It's kind of like real hurtful, because looking at that, man, nobody even noticed, man. Go to Maccabees, the 2nd chapter, and verse 15. Start at verse 15.
First Maccabees 2:15. In the mean, while the king's officers, such as compelled the people to revolt, came into the city of Modin to make them sacrifice.
So you see, making people up and making us sacrifice on this wicked, abominable altar. Read.
And when many of Israel came unto them, Mattathias also and his sons came together.
Right. So now we can read about Mattathias, the Maccabean, and his son, the main one, is Judas Maccabees. But go ahead.
Then answered the king's officers and said to Mattathias on this wise, Thou art a ruler and an honorable and great man in this city, and strengthened with sons and brethren. Now therefore come thou first and fulfill the king's commandment.
We say, hey, you come first and fulfill the king's commandment. Read.
Like as all the heathen have done, and the men of Judah also, and such as remain at Jerusalem.
Wicked men, like the heathen already doing it. They don't have no laws. And wicked men of Judah, remember the wicked men rose up and they went to get a license from wicked King Antiochus Epiphanes that they could do as the heathen. These are wicked Israelites. Read.
So shalt thou and thy house be in the number of the king's friends.
Yeah, do this. You're gonna be the king's friends. Remember he trying to flatter, bring you some flattery to get him to do it. You're gonna be the king's friends. Go ahead.
And thou and thy children shall be honored with silver and gold.
You can get money, man. You can get a whole lot of money, read.
And many rewards.
Many rewards. Come on, man. Do it, read.
Then Mattathias answered and spake with a loud voice. Though all the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him, and fall away every one from the religion of their fathers, and give consent to his commandments.
You say, hey, though all the nations that are under the king's dominion, under his authority, obey him and fall away every one from the religion of their fathers, and give consent to his commandments, to do what he said to do, and stop doing what the Most High said to do. Read.
Yet will I and my sons and my brethren walk in the covenant of our father.
That covenant is very important, man. The contract, the agreement that the Most High made with us, the children of Israel, man, the law, statutes, commandments, he gave only to us. He said, hey, we're going to walk in the covenant of our fathers, man. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to the 12 tribes of Israel. Go ahead.
Yahweh forbid that we should forsake the law and the ordinances.
That we should forsake what?
The law.
That covenant is dealing with what?
The law.
The law and what?
And the ordinances.
And the ordinances, man. that the Most High wrote with his finger. We just read about. Read.
We will not hearken to the king's word.
He said we would not. That's power. We would not hearken unto what Antiochus Epiphanes got to say. Read.
To go from our religion, either on the right hand or the left.
No way. We're going to go straight. We going through the straight path. He said we ain't going through the right or the left. We're going to do just what the Most High told us to do. Read.
Now, when he had left speaking these words, there came one of the Jews in the sight of all to sacrifice on the altar.
You got this, all this abomination on this altar, man. Here comes one of the Israelites or the tribe of Judah to sacrifice on this abominable altar. Read.
Which was at Modin, according to the king's commandment. Which thing, when Mattathias saw, he was inflamed with zeal.
Amen. He gonna come and sacrifice on this altar in front of Mattathias, and he got his sons and his brother with him. He saw it. He got inflamed with zeal for the Most High. Read.
And his reins trembled. Neither could he forbear.
So he started shaking. He couldn't stand it. Read.
Neither could he forbear to show his anger according to judgment. Wherefore he ran and slew him upon the altar.
He did what?
He ran and slew him upon the altar.
He did what?
He ran and slew him upon the altar.
He ran and killed that man that's going to sacrifice in front of him on that idol altar. That's how much zeal he had. Read.
Also, the king's commissioner, who compelled men to sacrifice, he killed at that time, and the altar he pulled down.
That's right, man. You want us to sacrifice on this altar? He killed him too. The one talking, doing all that talking. Be like everybody else. Everybody else doing it. He killed him, and he pulled down the altar. God? That's right. Verse 49.
First Maccabees 2:49. Now, when the time drew near that Mattathias should die, he said unto his sons, now have pride and rebuke gotten strength in the time of destruction and the wrath of indignation.
You say, told his sons, man, now the pride and rebuke gotten strength, man, against us in the time of destruction and the wrath of indignation is at hand. Read.
Now, therefore, my sons, be ye zealous for the law.
Be what?
Be ye zealous for the law.
This the law of the Most High wrote. He said what?
Be ye zealous for the law.
And be zealous for the law. Read.
And give your lives for the covenant of your father.
You see how this, the law, keeping the laws of the Most High. He said, give your lives, man, for the covenant of your forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to the 12 tribes of Israel, man. Only, that covenant's only given to the Israelites, not no one else, man. He told them to be valiant warriors, man. So that's what they turned out to be. Read verse 50 again.
First Maccabees 2:50. Now, therefore, my sons, be ye zealous for the law, and give your lives for the covenant of your father.
He said, I'm going to be zealous for the law that the Most High wrote with his finger. Man. Be zealous for the Most High and give your lives for the covenant of your fathers, which is the law that the Most High gave us, man. Jump down to verse 64.
First Maccabees 2:64. Wherefore, ye my sons, be valiant and show yourselves men in the behalf of the law.
I mean, you can't get around this, y'all. You see how they took the law away from us? And he's telling them, man, point blank, wherefore you must be valiant and show yourselves men in the behalf of the law that the Most High wrote with his finger. I can't say it enough, man. Read.
For by it shall ye obtain glory.
That's right. By the law, may we obtain glory. Not keeping it, but keeping it. Read.
And behold, I know that your brother Simon is a man of counsel. Give ear unto him always, he shall be a father unto you.
That's right, man. Simon was very intelligent, man. Had a little thinking. He said he gonna be your counselor. Give ear to him always. He shall be a father unto you. He's taking my place, in other words. Read.
As for Judas Maccabeus, he hath been mighty and strong, even from his youth up. Let him be your captain and fight the battle of the people.
That's right, man. He said that Judas Maccabees, a valiant man, a valiant warrior, man. He said, let him do what?
Fight the battle of the people.
Let him fight the battle of the people, man. For the people, man. Okay, I want you to get First Maccabees 3 and 45.
First Maccabees 3 and 45. Now Jerusalem lay void as a wilderness. There was none of her children that went in or out.
So Jerusalem was laying void like a wilderness. There were none of the children going in or out of Jerusalem. Go ahead.
The sanctuary also was trodden down.
The sanctuary also was trodden down by who? By who?
The Romans.
Yo, who?
The Romans.
No, we got the Romans there. We ain't there yet. Huh?
Gentiles.
But who are they? Who we talking about? No,
Greeks.
the Greeks. Yeah, the Greeks. Read that again.
It says, now Jerusalem lay void as a wilderness. There was none of her children that went in or out. The sanctuary also was trodden down, and aliens kept the stronghold.
Wait a minute. Who?
And aliens kept the stronghold.
It say aliens kept the strong. I thought the ones that come over the borders of Mexico, they call them aliens. Wait a minute. Now they done took over the name of what they were called. They were called what?
And aliens kept the stronghold.
So aliens kept the stronghold. I think it's read Lamentation 5 and 1. Aliens kept the stronghold.
Lamentations 5 and 1. Remember, O Most High, what has come upon us.
So remember, O Most High, what has happened to us, the Israelites. Read.
Consider and behold our reproach.
Consider and behold our reproach and being given to the hand of these heathen. Read.
Our inheritance is turned to strangers.
Our inheritance of our land is turned to strangers that they're trying to bring in to the covenant. Nah, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna never work. It ain't happening, is it? Nah. Our inheritance is turned to strangers. Read.
Our houses to aliens.
Here we go. See how they take their names and put it on somebody else? Like we call them DOG, and they took DOG and created what?
Yeah.
GOD.
The doctor was saying it.
You know what? They did. That's what they created. I don't think that's abominable, but I mean, it's just, remember the king like Cameron said?
Yeah.
He said, hey, that's right. We created that word. We came out and said, we created that word. Look at white man. We created that word. God. And y'all saying. See that? We go back to First Maccabees 145. What's the difference? Same thing. Read it again. 3 and 45.
First Maccabees 3 and 45. Now Jerusalem lay void as a wilderness. There was none of her children that went in or out. The sanctuary also was trodden down, and aliens kept the stronghold.
You heard that. It don't play that. Wow. You know, I studied a lot of what they deal with, and it's like they don't have any creativity, so they use whatever it is that we do, and they they use it for their own benefit. Even if it's like they created it, then our people look at, oh, they're doing it like this, so now it's got to be wicked because they're doing it, but it came from us or somebody else. It don't matter. They don't have much creativity, but they'll use the creativity of someone else, especially us. We must have created everything, and they'll take it and they'll reverse it and they'll say it's them. When that's a lie. Now I want you to go to I want you to go let's go to the book of Obadiah. Because you see, I'm showing you how they destroyed our temple, right? Now go to Obadiah and start at verse 10. This chapter is 21 verses talking about the Edomites. It's about white men. But I want you to read, start at verse 10.
Obadiah 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
You're going to be cut off forever. Go ahead.
In the day that thou stoodest on the other side.
But we read Genesis 25, the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Then his brother came out, Jacob, but he was just like everybody else. That's why he wasn't described in verse 26. We didn't go there, but that's what it says. These are fraternal twin evil brothers, Esau. In the day that they what?
In the day that thou stoodest on the other side.
So when we're going to the Babylonian Empire, before we went to the Persian Media Empire, this is the Babylonian Empire. I'm showing you something, Reed. You know that the Greek Empire that we just went over, they destroyed our temple. It was defiled, right? Remember the Maccabees had to tear it down. Go ahead.
In the day that the strangers carried away captives his horses, and foreigners entered into his gate, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou wast as one of them.
There was one of us. Those strangers are the Babylonians. When Nebuchadnezzar came and took us, down into captivity for 70 years. You said they were just like one of them, right?
But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, in the day that he became a stranger. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction.
Tell them, man. This is what he said. You shouldn't have done it. He already said they're going to be cut off for how long? Forever, right? Yeah. Go ahead.
Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress.
Yeah, speaking proudly in the day of distress. Read.
Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yeah, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape.
There was one right there. Getting in the way for us, trying to run away, and they stood in the way, so we couldn't escape. Read.
Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress.
Right. Go ahead.
For the day of the Most High is near upon all the heathen.
The day of the Most High is coming near against all the heathen, read.
As thou hast done.
Thou hast done, read.
It shall be done unto thee.
Mm-hmm.
Thy reward shall return upon thine own head.
That's just. Now I want you to get Psalm 137, verse 7. Start at verse 7. It's from King David. What he prophesied.
Psalms 137 and 7. Remember, O Most High, the children of Edom.
Let's talk about David said who?
The children of Edom.
To remember the children of Edom. Read.
In the day of Jerusalem.
The day of Jerusalem. We just read about what they did. Read.
Who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof.
Only we in the Babylonian Empire right now. We're not in the Persian Media Empire. We're not in the Greek Empire. We're not in the Roman Empire. We're in the Babylonian Empire. We was in captivity under them 70 years. And you heard what he said. We tried to get away. They stood in the way. They stopped us from, here go one right here, stopped us from being, running away, getting out of captivity, make sure that they got us. Read.
O daughter of Babylon.
Read. Esau, Edomites are the daughter of Babylon. That's when you read about them in Isaiah 47 chapter and Revelation 18 chapter. The virgin daughter of Babylon. That's the daughter of Babylon, the Edomites. Read.
Who ought to be destroyed.
Obadiah just told you to be cut off forever. Read.
Happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us.
Like I say, happy shall it be that rewarded them as they served us. We just read that, right? What did he say?
Happy shall he be that taketh and dashes thy little ones against the stone.
That's what the Most High says. So look at what they did in 1 Ezra 4 and the Apocrypha. That's why, I can see why the Protestant would take the Apocrypha, those 14 books, out just for First Maccabees and Second Maccabees alone. Period. Let's talk about the so-called white men, the Edomites. 1 Ezra 4 and 45.
1 Ezra 4 and 45. Thou also hast vowed to build up the temple, which the Edomites burned.
The Edomites did what?
The Edomites burned.
They did what?
The Edomites burned.
They burned our temple down, right?
When Judea was made desolate by the Chaldees.
That's why King David was prophesying against them. Because this is what they did. Read it again. So you understand. That's just the truth. Read.
1 Ezra 4 and 45. Thou also hast vowed to build up the temple, which the Edomites burned when Judea was made desolate by the Chaldees.
That's right, man. They burned down our temple. As you see, they defiling it, in the Greek Empire. They defile it. Straight up. Wow, Jews, Maccabees, and brothers and brethren had to tear it down. Man. Now, look at First Maccabees. Now go to I guess you can go to did we read in Daniel 8? Start up verse 12 to 14. Go ahead.
Daniel 8 and 12. And an host was given him against the daily sacrifice by reason of transgression. And it cast down the truth to the ground, and it practiced and prospered.
This is what you said. Cast down the truth. You got to know what the truth is. You Psalm 119, 142. That righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. So he can't, let me say, everybody gonna leave his what? Laws. They cast down the laws of the Most High. They wrote with this finger to the ground. Read. And it practiced and prospered in doing these things. Read.
And an host was given him against the daily sacrifice.
Yeah, man. Against the daily sacrifice. Read.
By reason of transgression, and it cast down the truth to the ground, and it practiced and prospered.
Practice and prosper. Go ahead.
Then I heard one saint speaking, and another saint said unto that certain saint which spake, how long shall be the vision concerning the daily sacrifice?
How long shall be the vision concerning the daily sacrifice? Read.
And the transgression of desolation.
The transgression of desolation, that's the abomination of desolation. In other words, is said in the transgression of desolation. Read. They destroying everything that we stood for and honoring the Most High, our temple, coming back to the Most High, honoring Him, sacrificing, to the Most High. They destroyed everything. Read.
To give both the sanctuary and the host to be trodden underfoot.
That's right, man. Go ahead.
And he said unto me, unto 2,300 days, then shall the sanctuary be cleansed.
So that amount of time, it said the sanctuary going to be cleansed. Now we got to go to 1 Maccabees, the 4th chapter. And pretty much, if you just want to do a short version, you just go to 1 Maccabees, the 4th chapter, and it'll cover it, mainly what you need to know. Read this.
First Maccabees 4:1. Then took Georgius 5,000 footmen and 1,000 of the best horsemen and removed out of the camp by night, to the end he might rush in upon the camp of the Jews and smite them suddenly. And the men of the fortress were his guides. Now when Judas heard thereof, he himself removed and the valiant men with him, that he might smite the king's army, which was at Amos, while as yet the forces were dispersed from the camp. In the mean season came Georgius by night into the camp of Judas, and when he found no man there, he sought them in the mountains. For said he, these fellows flee from us.
So George is thinking that Judas is running. They fleeing from us. Read.
But as soon as it was day, Judas showed himself in the plain with 3,000 men, who nevertheless had neither armor nor swords to their mind.
So he showed himself with 3,000 men, not even armed. Go ahead.
And they saw the camp of the heathen, that it was strong and well harnessed, and compassed round about with horsemen. And these were expert of war.
They don't even have no weapons. So they see these heathen harnessed with all kind of weapons of war and men of war that were expert in war. Read.
Then said Judas to the men that were with him, fear ye not their multitude, neither be ye afraid of their assault. Remember how our fathers were delivered in the Red Sea.
Now, who delivered in the Red Sea? Who delivered us in the Red Sea? The Most High. So remember how the Most High delivered us in the Red Sea. Read.
When Pharaoh pursued them with an army.
So keep going back there, talking about when we came out of the Egyptian captivity, man. Pharaoh was running after us, man, with his chariots, all his big army. Said, hey, remember that, man, what the Most High did. Read.
Now, therefore,
Now, this is a solution he's giving them. He's telling them what to do. He's telling us to. Read.
let us cry unto heaven, if peradventure the Most High will have mercy upon us.
Perhaps the Most High will have mercy upon us. We cry unto the Most High. Read.
And remember the covenant of our father.
You know how important that covenant is? That agreement that he had with us. And remember the covenant, the contract that he had with our fathers, man. Read.
And destroy this host before our face this day.
And the Most High can do anything. He said the Most High can destroy this army. The host mean army before our face this day. Read.
That so all the heathen may know that there's one who delivereth and saveth Israel.
That's right. You hear that, y'all?
Ah,
One that delivered and saved Israel. That's why we got to get ready, man. We got to get into it, or you're going to be left behind. Straight up. There's one. He said, who delivered and saved Israel. That's the Most High power. Praise the Most High.
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 Ah,
Ah.
right. There's one that delivered us, man. That is the Most High. Come on.
Then the strangers lifted up their eyes and saw them coming over against them. Wherefore they went out of the camp to battle. But they that were with Judas sounded their trumpets.
They sounded trumpets. They sounded trumpets, boy. Ready for war, man.
So they joined battle, and the heathen, being discomfited, fled into the plain.
They joined battle, man. And the heathen ran. Go ahead.
Howbeit, all the hindmost of them were slain with the sword.
And all of them that was left behind, they killed them with the sword, read.
For they pursued them unto Gazera and unto the plains of Idumea.
Idumea, you look like Idumea, beat them wrong. Straight up. Go ahead.
And Azotus and Jamnia, so that there was slain of them upon 3,000 men.
How many?
3,000 men.
How many was with Judas? 3,000. And they killed 3,000 men, read.
This done, Judas returned again with his host from pursuing them, and said to the people, "Be not greedy of the spoils, inasmuch as there is a battle before us."
They don't be so greedy and get whatever they have on them. But you know, whenever you lose a battle, you can take whatever the enemy that lost, you can take whatever they want. You say, hey, don't worry about them spoils, man. We got a battle ahead of us. Go ahead.
And Georgius and his host are here by us in the mountain. But stand ye now against our enemies, and overcome them. And after this, ye may boldly take the spoils.
And kill them. You're going to have a lot more spoils to get. That's what you tell them. Go ahead.
As Judas was yet speaking these words, there appeared a part of them looking out of the mountain, who, when they perceived that the Jews had put their host to flight and were burning the tents, for the smoke that was seen declared what was done. When therefore they perceived these things, they were sore afraid, and seeing also the host of Judas in the plain ready to fight, they fled every one into the land of strangers. Then Judas returned to spoil the tents, where they got much gold and silver and blue silk and purple of the sea and great riches.
God, all these spoils. Go ahead.
After this, they went home and sung a song of thanksgiving and praised the Most High Power in heaven.
What they do?
They praised the Most High Power in heaven.
What they do?
They praised the Most High Power in heaven.
What we should do?
Praise the Most High Power in heaven.
What should we do?
Praise the Most High Power in heaven.
Can't get no clearer than that, can it? That's right. That's what they did. They praised the Most High Power in heaven. They didn't say no all praises. They said APTTMH, no TMH, none of that. They what?
Praise the Most High Power in heaven.
Go ahead.
Because it is good.
Because it is good, man, and he's good. Go ahead.
Because his mercy endureth forever.
That's right, it's mercy. Not getting something we do deserve to get. Endure how long?
Forever.
Come on, bro. Me.
Thus Israel had a great deliverance that day.
Right, we had a great deliverance that day. Come on.
Now all the strangers that had escaped came and told Lysias what had happened, who, when he had heard thereof, was confounded.
He was confused. What's going on, man?
And discouraged.
And discouraged. Come on.
Because neither such things as he were done unto Israel, nor such things as the king commanded him were come to pass.
Right. Go ahead.
The next year, therefore, following Lysias, gathered together 70,000 choice men of foot.
So how many men is this? A score is 20. 3 times 20,000 is what? 70,000. That's what? 60,000 choice men of foot. 60,000 and 5,000 horsemen that he might subdue them. That's 65,000 men. Beat them. So when you look at what it's going to say, and it's dealing with Edomites. Go ahead, read this.
So they came into Idumea.
They came into where?
Into Idumea.
Idumea, when you look up Idumea, it means Edom, Rome. Go ahead.
And pitched their tents at Bethsarah. And Judas met them with 10,000 men.
Got 65,000 against how many? 10,000. Go ahead.
And when he saw that mighty army, and when he saw that mighty army, he prayed and said, "Blessed art thou, O Savior of Israel, who didst quell the violence of the mighty man by the hand of thy servant David."
That's right. David killed who? Got a lion. He let them know how you gave David the power to kill Goliath. Go ahead.
And gave us the host of strangers into the hands of Jonathan.
Gave the host, the army of strangers into the hands of Jonathan, read.
The son of Saul.
Son of Saul, read.
And his armor bearer.
And his armor bearer. Come on.
Shut up this army in the hand of thy people.
You see how he's operating with dealing with Telling the Most High what he done before. You'll see this. This is what works. This is what works. That's why a lot of times, when I read the scriptures, I look at solutions. This is what works. He did it and others did it. Go ahead.
Shut up this army in the hand of thy people Israel, and let them be confounded in their power and horsemen. Make them to be of no courage, and cause the boldness of their strength to fall away, and let them quake at their destruction.
Praying to the Most High to destroy this host, read. It's 65,000 against 10,000, read.
Cast them down with the sword of them that love thee, and let all those that know thy name praise thee with thanksgiving.
Wait a minute, read that again.
Verse 33, cast them down with the sword of them that love thee.
And how you love the Most High. 1 John 5:3 says, for this the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments. His commandments are not grievous. Even though my Shai said in St. John 14:50, if ye love me, keep my commandments. You say, hey, what it say?
Cast them down with the sword of them that love thee.
It say, cast them down with the sword of them that love the Most High by doing what he say do. Go ahead.
And let all those that know thy name praise thee with thanksgiving.
Right. All that know the Most High's name, praise the Most High with thanksgiving. Come on.
So
the real thanksgiving. Go ahead.
So they joined battle, and there were slain of the host of Lysias about 5,000 men. Even before them were they slain. Now when Lysias saw his army put to flight,
with 5,000, I mean, they got 60,000. They killed 5,000. And what happened to his army? What happened to 60,000 of them? What happened?
Now when Lysias saw his army put to flight, and the manliness of Judas' soldiers.
And you hear that? 60,000 ran. Right? Because he killed 5,000. 60,000 ran. And the what?
Now when Lysias saw his army put to flight,
he saw his army run, the 60,000 run until they seen the 5,000 killed. Read.
And the manliness of Judas' soldiers.
And the manliness of Judas' soldiers, read.
And how they were ready either to live or die valiantly. He went into Antiochia and gathered together a company of strangers.
So this dude had a city named after him. Wicked Antiochus had a city named Antiochia. And gathered together. That's what the Edomites were. They gathered together what a company of strangers, read.
And having made his army greater than it was, he purposed to come again into Judea.
Right, man. Yeah, 60,000 that ran. You got these other nations together. They always got together with the Edomites, man, to come against us. That's what we're looking at right here. Read.
Then said Judas and his brethren, behold, our enemies are discomfited. Let us go up to cleanse and dedicate the sanctuary.
So let us go up. Our enemies, they done ran. We done tore their butts up. Let us go and dedicate the sanctuary. Come on.
Upon this, all the hosts assembled themselves together and went up into Mount Zion. And when they saw the sanctuary desolate, and the altar profane, and the gates burned up, and shrubs growing in the court as in a forest, or in one of the mountains, and the priest's chambers pulled down, they rent their clothes and made great lamentation, and cast ashes upon their heads.
Bad, man. To see this done to our sanctuary, our temple, read.
And fell down flat to the ground upon their faces, and blew an alarm with the trumpets, and cried toward heaven.
Right. Not only that, man, let me show what else they did in our temple. Go to 2 Maccabees, the 6th chapter. That's what they also did in our sanctuary of worship. Read this.
From the top?
Yeah.
2 Maccabees 6:1. Not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers.
Well, we keep hearing all night. What's their whole objective? Their whole objective what? Get us to what? Stop following the Most High's laws. The laws of their father. That's the laws that the Most High wrote with his finger. Read.
And not to live after the laws of the Most High.
Not to live after the laws of the Most High. That's why it's taken out of the Negro Bible. That's why people today is saying what? Be not under the law. No different. Nothing new under the sun, y'all. Read.
And to pollute also the temple in Jerusalem, and to call it an idol temple.
Yeah, the temple of that idol. Read.
And that in garrison of the idol, as they did desire that dwelt in the place.
See? They named these temples, they put their gods in our temples. Read.
The coming in of this mischief was sore and grievous to the people.
Right, man. Coming into this mischief, or these Greeks, these so-called white men did, was sore and grievous to the Israelites. Read.
For the temple was filled with riot and reveling by the Gentiles, who dallied with harlots and had to do with women within the circuit of the holy places.
Meaning they were having sex. They were selling their bodies to prostitutes in the church, man, in the temple, man. Right there in front of everybody. Read.
And besides that, brought in things that were not lawful.
Yeah, we read about how they defiled the temple with all their unclean beasts and so forth. Now you know that they were having sex in there, selling their bodies for prostitutes up in there, selling their bodies, all that. Read.
The altar also was filled with profane things, which the law forbiddeth.
Right, as we read in First Maccabees, the first chapter 41 down. Read.
Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Sabbath days.
They profaned the Sabbath day. They made the Sabbath day unholy. Same thing we see in here. It was against the law to keep the Sabbath days. Read.
Or ancient feasts.
Ancient feasts. Read.
Or to profess himself at all to be a Jew.
That's why when you read in the New Testament, it's to the Jew and to the Gentile, to the Jew and to the Greek. Because we were Hellenized right here. Hellenized, meaning we took on the Greek culture. Remember he said, leave your law? So many of, 2/3 of our people is much more than 1/3. The majority of us follow whatever it is that they say to do until this day. We try to tell them to stop doing it. They ain't going to stop doing it because they caught up in this. Against the law to call yourself an Israelite, a Jew. Edom. Verse 9. What did you call yourself an Israelite? That's why you see in the New Testament, nobody want to be an Israelite. Well, we got our job is just like Paul going up there saying, you're an Israelite. No, I ain't no Israelite. The Most High, the power of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. You father Jacob. No, I'm a Gentile. That's our family members, right? That's our family members, man. All of us. Huh? Yeah, man. That's what we dealing with. The same thing was against the law to call yourself an Israelite, a Jew. And if you call yourself an Israelite, a Jew, what does verse 9 say?
2 Maccabees 6 and 9. And whoso will not conform themselves to the manners of the Gentiles should be put to death.
That should be what?
Put to death.
If you didn't call yourself a Gentile, what was it, Jeff Burger?
Should be put to death.
Should be put to death, man. That's the law. So this is the Greek Empire. So we ain't even got to the Roman Empire. So you got years and years of being Greeks having power over us and programming us not to call ourselves Israelites. So by the time you get to the New Testament, then you got the people that's not really looking at themselves as Israelites. They call themselves what? Galatians. Call themselves what? Corinthians. Call themselves what? Thessalonians. Romans. All these different names that we call ourselves by the land we live in. Like it is today. We don't know who we are. They made sure of that. As you see right here. It started way back then. That's why we got to come back to the Most High first and foremost, man. You can know you're Israelite all you want to, but you don't know who it is that made the law. Some people keep the law, but you don't know who made the law. You don't know about him. His name is jealous. Better know about him. Tell you that. Go back to First Maccabees, the fourth chapter, read verse 52.
First Maccabees 4 and 52. Now on the 25th day of the 9th month, which is called the month Caslu, in the 148th year
of the kingdom of the Greeks, we still in the Greek Empire, read.
They rose up betimes in the morning.
They rose up in the morning, read.
and offered sacrifice of,
Betimes me quickly in the morning, read.
and offered sacrifice according to the law upon the new altar of burnt offering.
They made the altar new. They had to have, special priests to come. Anybody couldn't just come and build that altar. Had to be special priests, man, that knew the law. But they couldn't even build it themselves, man. They had to have special priests that knew the law of the dimensions of the measurements of how this altar had to be built so that it could be renewed again in the eyes of the Most High. Look at verse 42.
Verse Maccabees 4 and 42.
Well, read verse 41, 42, so you see what I said. Go ahead.
Verse 41. Then Judas appointed certain men to fight against those that were in the fortress until he had cleansed the sanctuary. So he chose priests of blameless conversation, such as had pleasure in the law.
Pleasure in what?
Pleasure in the law.
Priests that had what?
Pleasure in the law.
See, you keep hearing it all night long. What we keep hearing about what? The law. The law, the law, the law. They have pleasure in the law. Go ahead.
Who cleanse the sanctuary and bear out the defiled stones into an unclean place.
Right. Okay. So now, jump back down to verse 52.
Verse 52. Now on the 5 and 20th day of the month of the 9th month, which is called the month Caslu, in the 148th year, they rose up betimes in the morning. And
quickly, betime me quickly in the morning, read.
And offered sacrifice according to the law upon the new altar of burnt offerings.
Right, man. They offered sacrifice upon the new altar, man, according to the law, upon the new altar, read.
Which they had made.
Read.
Look at what time and what day the heathen have profaned it. Even in that was it dedicated with songs and cithers and harps and cymbals.
Music, man. Look at the day. The heathen profaned it. The same day that they profaned it, it's the same day that they was able to honor and get our temple back again, man, and the altar to worship the Most High and sacrifice to the Most High. Go ahead.
Then all the people fell upon their faces, worshiping and praising the Most High power of heaven.
You know what?
Worshiping and praising the Most High power of heaven.
There it is. What they do?
Worshiping and praising the Most High power of heaven.
What they do?
Worshiping and praising the Most High power of heaven.
They get no clearer than that, y'all. Read.
Who had given them good success.
Hey, man. Come on, man. We better worship the Most High, man. Better be calling on the Most High, man. He only help. As you see here, he was calling on the Most High for help. Valiant warrior, but he needed the Most High. Like we need the Most High. Go ahead.
Verse 56. And so they kept the dedication of the altar 8 days and offered burnt offerings with gladness and sacrificed the sacrifice of deliverance and praise.
Right, man. They kept the dedication that we in now of the altar 8 days. Now we burn our candles. Don't do like the Amalek do. One candle this day, that candle, but you don't get 8 days. But you got 7 candlesticks. I mean, we burn our candlesticks straight across. I mean, like, till they go out, fire up again. You don't do like they do. They created that. Hey, what we did. You gotta look at what happened. Read.
Verse 57. They decked also the forefront of the temple with crowns of gold. And
with that again. Where you at?
Verse 57. They decked also the forefront of the temple with crowns of gold and with shields, and the gates and the chambers they renewed and hang doors upon them.
I wonder what kind of shields they were. Crowns of gold with shields. The people have power with the shields, boy. They put them shields, that was a symbol for us. But you know, everything that we have, man, they take and they use it for themselves. And what they realize is they take that 5-point star, they put a circle around it. And that's when they go into their witchcraft, whatever they sorcery, whatever they're gonna do. They take that 6-point, they put a circle around it. And that's when they go into it, man. And that's having us in captivity, too. That's what I represent. When you sit on a dollar bill. Go ahead.
Verse 58. Thus was there very great gladness among the people, for that the reproach of the heathen was put away.
That's right. We got happy because what happened?
The reproach of the heathen was put away.
The disgrace of what they had done and was put away, man. It was put away. All praise to the Most High. Go ahead.
Moreover, Judas and his brethren, with the whole congregation of Israel, ordained that the days of the dedication of the altar should be kept in their season from year to year by the space of 8 days, from the 25th day of the month Caslu, with mirth and gladness.
Right, man, that's why we honor it, man. Get St. John 10:22. For all you Christians, I said it. The first time I said it, no, I can't say the other way. It's Christian insanity. Christian. I can say Christian. I can't say Christian.
Christianity.
Christianity.
I can say Christian. What is it?
Christianity.
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 It's Christianity.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I can't hardly say that no more. I said Christian Saturday so much. Y'all insane. You're gonna be crispy. Y'all know, like my late brother Zaki thought he used to say, y'all gonna be crispy. When y'all burn up, you don't come back to the Most High's law, statutes, commandments, and do what he say do. That's just simple, man. It don't make no sense to me. Why you wouldn't want to? But what it say? So we had 8 days, man, that we operate. They talking about Christmas. That's one day. Had 8 days of having a good time, man. Partying, having a good time, eating, having music playing, having music. You see the music playing. We love songs. We playing that music. Go ahead.
This book of St. John 10:22.
Mhm.
And it was at Jerusalem, the feast of the dedication, and it was winter. And Hamashiach Yahushai walked in the temple in Solomon's porch.
See that? It was a feast of dedication. What we're looking at happen right here in the Mashiach side honored that. Are y'all honoring that? Now the preacher tell you to honor this. Yeah, well, he honored. He honored the feast of dedication that we honor right now. 8 days. And he went up to Jerusalem to honor the feast of dedication. Not no Christmas. 8 days, not no one day. 8 days. Come on, back to Maccabees. First Maccabees. So you call yourself Christ-like. If y'all want to say that, y'all say that Christian Saturday means that. Well, probably what I'm saying don't mean that, but whatever y'all say, it means that. You know, how you say it?
Christianity.
Yeah, it means Christ-like. So there it is. Okay. Go ahead.
First Maccabees 4:60. At that time also they builded up the Mount Zion with high walls and strong towers round about, lest the Gentiles should come and tread it down as they had done before.
Yeah, the Gentiles will come and tread it down as they had done before. That's why we had to build high towers, man. Build high walls around our city. Read.
And they set there a garrison to keep it, and fortified Bethsura to preserve it, that the people might have a defense against Idumea.
A defense against Idumea. Idumea means Edom, Rome, the so-called white man. Now I want you to read First Maccabees 5:1-5.
First Maccabees 5:1.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when the nations round about heard that the altar was built.
Listen at this closely, because y'all think that these nations love us. Y'all think the nations care about us. You think that the nations are not our enemy. But listen what it said. When the nations heard that what?
Heard that the altar was built.
Now they had to know that the altar was torn down. They had to know that we couldn't go in there to sacrifice for the atonement of our sins. you know, give any offerings, drink offerings, or anything of that nature to honor the Most High. Read.
And the sanctuary renewed as before.
Oh, wow, they sanctuary renewed like it was before. Read.
It displeased them very much.
You know, why would they be displeased? Very much was to be able to get our temple back and be able to go in there and praise the Most High. Because they don't want us coming. I'm telling y'all, man, the whole objective is to keep us from the Most High. Y'all gotta hear this, understand this, man. Go ahead.
Wherefore they thought to destroy the generation of Jacob that was among them.
Come on, man. We not even at the temple. We are surrounded among them, and they gonna kill us, the ones that's in their city, around them. Kill them. Go ahead.
And thereupon they began to slay and destroy the people.
They began to kill us, man. Why? Because the altar was built and the sanctuary renewed as before. You gotta see this. Go ahead.
Then Judas fought against the children of Esau in Idumea.
You can't get no clearer than that. Come on. The children of who?
Of Esau in Idumea.
Judas fought against the children of Esau in Idumea. Idumea means Edom, Rome. Go ahead.
At Arabataim, because they besieged Israel, and he gave them a great overthrow and abated their courage and took their spoils.
Everything they had, and gave them a great overthrow. Go ahead.
Also, he remembered the injury of the children of Bean, who had been a snare and an offense unto the people, in that they lay in wait for them in the ways.
Yo, man, you know, they killed us, man. We wouldn't fight on the Sabbath, man. They went in there and killed, doing that. We wouldn't fight on the Sabbath. And they went in there and killed us. Judas said, hey, it ain't gonna happen with us. He said, now my brothers and my men of war, he said, we're gonna fight on the Sabbath whenever. Most High forgive us if we gonna do this. But they killed them, man. Read.
He shut them up, therefore, in the towers and encamped against them and destroyed them utterly and burned the towers of that place with fire and all that were therein.
So far, how many temples have they destroyed? The Edomites burnt down and they destroyed our temple. How many times so far? That we went over. How many times? Anybody remember? Huh? No. But we in the Greek Empire and only went back to the Babylonian Empire. 2 times. 2 times, right? Now we got to go to the 3rd time. Luke 21:20. Now let's go back to Matthew 24 and 15 first. Marshall Asai prophesied about it. It already happened. He prophesied about it. Matthew, what did I say, 24 and 15. Read that.
Matthew 24:15. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place. Whoso readeth, let him understand.
Right, man. So he's telling us about, what do you call it?
The abomination of desolation.
The abomination of desolation, what we done read about, where that happened during the Babylonian Empire, happened during the Greek Empire. Now we in the Roman Empire, where Mashiach was shies in the Roman Empire. They over us. Luke 21:20.
Luke 21:20. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
You see Jerusalem compassed with armies, know that what?
The desolation thereof is nigh.
Desolation thereof is nigh, man. So now that means it's near. When you see Jerusalem compassed with armies, we're in the Roman Empire. So what armies would it be? They're gonna be surrounding Jerusalem. The Roman army. Because saying when you shall see the Jerusalem compared with armies, that's the Roman armies. Then know that the desolation thereof is not. We know abomination of desolation, right? But he's saying the desolation is not. And I want to get Luke 19, 43 and 44. We're in the Roman Empire now, okay? We left the Greek Empire. Now we're in the Roman Empire. My son was shines on the earth. And he's prophesying, letting us know what to look for. Read that.
Luke 19:43. For the day shall come upon thee that thine enemies,
That what?
thine enemies,
No, your friends.
thine enemies,
Wait a minute. He said, when you shall see Jerusalem compared with armies. What armies is it?
Roman.
The Roman armies. But what he say here?
for the day shall come upon thee
Call
that
it out. Where you at?
Luke 19:43.
Uh-huh.
For the day shall come upon thee that thine enemies shall cast a trench about thee,
They're gonna put a trench all around Jerusalem. Go ahead.
and compass thee.
But what do you call them? The enemies. The Romans are the enemies. So myself say calling the so-called white man what? Enemies. Huh? Right there. Go ahead.
And compass thee round,
Cast thee round, baby.
and keep thee in on every side,
Keep us in on every side. Come on.
and shall lay thee even with the ground,
Even flat line to the ground, man. Read.
and thy children within thee,
The children within us. Go ahead.
and they shall not leave in thee one stone upon another, because thou knewest not the time of thy visitation.
Yeah, you ain't know. Israel, just like we prophesy about things gonna happen in the future now, they ain't gonna pay attention, man. They're gonna be brought down. Go back to Luke 21:20. That's why it's very important to see this. Go ahead.
Luke 21:20. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies,
That's the Roman numbers. What am I trying to call them?
Roman.
I know. What do you call them? You just call them what? What?
Enemy.
Enemies. Kind. Bank that, preachers. This is in the New Testament, what? He called the Romans what?
Our enemy.
Our enemies. Come on, read.
Luke 21:20.
Uh-huh.
When you shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies,
That's the Roman armies, read.
then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
Know that the desolation is near, read.
Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains.
Flee to the mountains, man. He told us to flee to the mountains. When you see the Roman army surrounding us, read. Remember they said they're going to build a trench around us. They already told us that. He said it's going to all happen because you ain't know the time of your visitation. He telling them right here. Like he telling us what to look for, but people going to be doing whatever they're doing in the world and get caught with their, like a thief in the night, he said. I'll just keep it at that, read.
And let them which are in the midst of it depart out.
So if you're in the midst of Jerusalem, he said, depart out, read.
And let not them that are in the countries enter thereinto.
If you're in the country, so don't come into. Don't come into Jerusalem, read.
For these be the days of vengeance.
These are the days of what?
Of
These
vengeance.
are the days of vengeance. That's why he told us, get to Matthew 11:11. Matthew 11:12. Read that. Get right to the point. He said, these are the days of vengeance. So now, let's see what it says here.
Matthews 11:12.
Mm-hmm.
And from the days of John the Baptist,
John the Baptist, so my outside's cousin, that led the way before Mashiach came on the scene, read.
until now,
Until the time that he's speaking, at the time he's speaking, read.
the kingdom of heaven
So within us, the children of Israel, read.
suffered violence.
Suffering what?
Violence.
Suffering violence. He said until John the Baptist, we suffered under the Roman Empire, suffered under the Greek Empire first, right? We just read all the violence that happened was under the Greek Empire. Now here it goes. So all the way to the time of John the Baptist, the kingdom of heaven, which is us, suffered what?
Violence.
Suffered violence. Read.
And the violent.
And who?
And the violent.
And the who?
And the violent.
And the violent what?
Taken by force.
Take it by force, man. Come on. Go back to Luke 21. So we call them what? The enemies. You call them the violent. Anything else? Huh?
Enemy.
Huh?
Oh, it says,
Enemy. I know you call them the devil. In Matthew 13. What else?
the wicked.
Huh? The wicked. Yeah, the wicked. Yeah.
Adversary.
Huh?
Adversary.
Adversary. Yeah. All these different ways people talking about he didn't talk about them. How you gonna tell me he ain't talk about them? We looking at it right now. That's him when we read the Bible in Babylonian. He coming to the Bible with a book. Where was he at? He was the angel of the Most High, the top angel of the Most High then. Read on now.
Luke 21 and 22. For these be the days of vengeance.
Of what?
Of vengeance.
These be the days of vengeance, man. Let me say, hey, the violent taken by force, man. You call them violent. That's what you call them, violent. We missed out. You just said, these be the days of violent, and the violent taken by force. Took us down by force. Read.
That all things which are written may be fulfilled.
Ask the preacher, where is it written? All things that are written may be fulfilled. It ain't written in the New Testament. All things that are written here hasn't been said. It is written. It's always in the Old Testament. Shall be fulfilled. Read.
Verse 23. But woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. For there shall be great distress in the land, and wrath upon the people.
That's right, man. There's going to be great distress upon the people and wrath upon us, man. By who? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Psalm 79.
Huh?
Psalm 79.
But we ain't went there yet. We going there. Go ahead.
And they, verse 24, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword.
They're going to fall by the edge of the sword, it said. Read.
And shall be led away captive into all nations.
Shall be led away captive where?
Into all nations.
To all nations, man. That's why we went. And this is we fought from 65 AD to 70 AD. The last battle that we fought. And I went there on that mountain, Mount Masada, man. So we had food that was preserved that could last 100 years, man. We had that kind of technology. In the Romans, they built a ramp of dirt up so they could get up to the mountain, way up in the mountains. It was way up, it was way high, man. You know, I was on one that day, man. I went up there, I walked up there, I was like nothing, boy. I was like, I just wanted this. I was so excited to see it. You know what I mean? Like, I was there. I was like, man, you look over, you see the Red Sea. Not the Red Sea, but the dead, they call it the Dead Sea, but they call it the Lion Sea. You know, there ain't nothing in that water, man. There's nothing in that water at all. Nothing living in that water at all. You know, I got still have some. But it's real funny because you put the water on from that sea. You put it on your hands and feel like some oil. Feel like this red spill. Then all of a sudden, it just be like soft. It just turn like you'll never see nothing like that, man. It's like, but hey, both sides. In our land is desolate for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. Ain't nothing there. Like you say, you make the land desolate. I'm telling y'all, ain't nothing growing there, man. You see a little patch of, people trying to live somewhere like nomads or whatever here and there, but it's mainly all miles and miles and miles of beautiful dirt, man. Beautiful, nothing but dirt. I mean, most of our world is true, y'all. So what do you say? Where you at? Luke what? 21 and what?
24.
24, read.
And they in Luke 21:24, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations.
That's what happened to us, man. We fell by the edge of the sword and was led away captive into all nations. Under what empire? The Roman Empire, the so-called white man, the so-called Italian, Caucasian, superpower of the earth empire. We fell by the sword and was led away captive into all nations. Read. Remember the Most High told us in Deuteronomy 28:64? Read that. He told us, he prophesied this, man. If we didn't keep the commandments, he told us in verse 15 that all these curses will befall us. And he told us this in Deuteronomy 28:64.
Deuteronomy 28:64. And the Most High shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other. And there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone.
Right, man. All these Christian sounding places, man, religions, man, that the Most High never set up, and none of them keep the laws of the Most High. Go back to Luke 21:24. Then you go to Psalms 79.
Luke 21:24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations.
Just like we just read, the Most High said he's going to do that. We were captive, fell by the edge of the sword, and was led away captive into all nations. Read.
And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
Jerusalem cast down, trodden down on the Gentiles until when? The times of the Gentiles be fulfilled, man. There's a time that's going to be fulfilled by the Gentiles when we say it's time now. You're going to tell them, I shall shout to get up and go and judge and make war. Huh? That's right, man. So this is what happened, man. 79th chapter of Psalms. This is what happened to us in between 65 and 70 AD. We ain't never just give up ourselves and go to captivity, man. We have war with them, but the prophecies had to be fulfilled. So let's read.
Psalm 79:1.
Just us, man. This is what happened to us in 65 to 70 AD. Read.
O Most High, the heathen are come into thy inheritance. Thy holy temple have they defiled. They have laid Jerusalem on heat.
This not in the Babylonian Empire. This not in the Greek Empire. This in the Roman Empire we just read about. Right? Go ahead.
The dead bodies of thy servants have they given to be meat unto the fowls of the heaven.
Buzzing were eating our bodies up, man. Dead bodies of servants. You know that's the children of Israel. Who they serve? How you prove that? Isaiah 44:21. I got another one. Get Baruch 3:36. Get Baruch 3:36. That's enough.
Baruch 3:36. He hath found out all the way of knowledge and have given it unto Jacob his servant.
So who's his servant? Jacob, his servant. And who are we also?
And to Israel his beloved.
You see, beloved in the New Testament, Israel is that beloved. You see, servant is talking about we, the 12 tribes of Israel. Our forefather Jacob, who became the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. Now go back. Now we know the servants are the 12 tribes of Israel. Verse 2 again.
Psalm 79:2. The dead bodies of thy servants have they given to be meat unto the fowls of the heaven, the flesh of thy saints unto the beasts of the earth.
Man, the birds and the beasts will eat up our bodies, man. Read. Listen at this. It's real cold right here. Listen.
Their blood have they shed like water round about Jerusalem.
Man, come on, they killed us so much, man. So only thing I can think of to tell you how I feel that this happened is like whenever they come out to and be real hot, they come and open up the fire, the fire, what they call the fire hydrant, and they let all that water run out on the street. You see, like, you can't put no water like that, you know. But that's a lot of water that's going down the street like that. That's how our blood was flowing through the city, man. Go ahead.
And there was none to bury them.
We ain't be buried because the birds and the daggone buzzards and birds of prey and the beasts will eat up our bodies, man. And nobody was able to bury the bodies, man. We at war. Read.
We are become a reproach to our neighbors,
A disgrace to our neighbors. Read.
a scorn and derision to them that are round about us.
Come on.
How long, Most High,
Long, Most High.
wilt thou be angry forever?
Will the Most High be angry forever? Come on.
Shall thy jealousy burn like fire?
Come on, man. You said it. You jealous, man. You said, so the jealousy burn like fire? Come on now. What do you say?
Pour out thy wrath upon the heathen
That's right. Pour out that wrath upon the heathen. That what?
that have not known thee,
Go ahead.
and upon the kingdoms that have not called upon thy name.
Now, let me show you something. When salvation is coming on this earth for the 12 tribes of Israel, here's what they're going to say concerning what they're saying here. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 7. Here's what they're going to say. Point blank. It says, pour out thy wrath upon the heathen that have not known thee. Right? Now, what are they going to say? This is when the kingdom is coming. Mashiach said righteousness on this earth. Here's what they're going to say. What they're going to say.
Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 7. We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yeah, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way.
Mm-hmm.
But as for the way of the Most High, the Mashiach Yahushai, we have not known it.
They have not known it, man. They don't know the way of the Most High, the Mashiach Yahushua. They have not known it. So no matter how much you're going to try and teach them from this point to the end, when the Most High is going to send the Mashiach Yahushua to judge and make war, they're going to say, we have not known who? The Most High, the Mashiach Yahushua. Same thing we read here. What it say right there?
It's the book of Psalms 79 and 6.
Right.
Pour out thy wrath upon the heathen that have not known thee, and upon the kingdoms that have not called upon thy name.
Right, man. They ain't called upon the Most High's name. They don't know the Most High. You just heard what they're going to say in the end. That's prophecy. That's what they're going to be saying. You can read all from Wisdom of Solomon 5:2 on down, man. They're going to be amazing, strangers of our salvation. So far beyond all they look for. They're going to be doing, they're going to say certain things. They tell you what they're going to say. That's very important with them because they said it here and they're going to say it there. Right?
For they have devoured Jacob and laid waste his dwelling place.
Right, man. Go ahead.
Oh, remember not against us former iniquities. Let thy tender mercy speedily prevent us, for we are brought very low.
Brought very low. Come on.
Help us, O most high power of our salvation.
Help us, O Most High power of our what?
Salvation.
Salvation, man. Come on.
For the glory of thy name.
For the glory of your name, Most High. Read.
And deliver us.
Deliver us.
And purge away our sin.
Purge away our sins. Read.
For thy name's sake.
For the Most High's name's sake. Because his name is in our name. Yah, Shah, Allah. Huh?
Ah.
Come on. Read.
Wherefore should the heathen say?
Why should these heathen nations say what?
Where is their power?
Where is your power? Come on. Y'all talking about our praising. Where your power? A-P-T-T-M-H. Where your power? T-M-H. Where your power? Why should the heathen say, where's your power? We done took them away from even praising them, man. Come on. Where's your power? Why the heathen gotta say, where's your power? Because in our affliction, we're going to seek him early. Jacob's trouble is coming. In our affliction, he said, we're going to seek him early. How much affliction we got to go through before we really realize he's our only help. And then we done already looked at, y'all got a certain way that you feel is being recorded by the Most High's angel because the Most High's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of man, even the secret parts. So he know what you're thinking. Straight up. You better praise him. I know that. You want to get out of here. Really get out of here. Really get out of here unless we do. Too many examples, man, of what works with the Most High and what don't work with the Most High. That's what you better know him. Read.
Let him be known among the heathen in our sight by the revenging of the blood of thy servants, which is shed.
That's right, man. Let him be known among the heathen in our sight by the revenge of the blood of thy servants, which is shed. Making mockery of them, man. Go ahead.
Let the sign of
Where's your God? Where's your power? Let it be known among the heathen in our sight by the revenge of the blood of thy servants, with that which is said, man. Can I get something else y'all mind? It reminds me of something, man. It's like, man, let's be Wisdom of Solomon 2nd chapter. Bro. It's crazy, man. It's like start of verse 12. This is what the unrighteous, this is what they're gonna be doing when you talk about Jacob's trouble. This is what they're gonna be doing. Read this.
Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 12. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous.
Who the righteous? Those that keep the commandments of the Most High. Right? God? Yeah. We that keep the commandments of the Most High. Go ahead.
Because he is not for our turn.
We ain't for this turn, man, in this life, man. The way wickedness is all in this world. Read.
And he is clean contrary to our doing.
We clean contrary to their doing. All the way contrary to their doing. Read. He
upbraided us with our offending the law.
Offending what?
The law.
Still, man, all day long, all night long, all praise to the Most High, man. You still talk about what?
The law.
The law, man. That's all we heard all night, huh? Yeah, man, we've been hearing this all night. We upbraiding them for offending the law that the Most High wrote with his finger. Yes, anybody, read.
And objected to our infamy, the transgression of our education.
Transgression of the education, man. False education, man. Come on. Read.
He professeth to have the knowledge of the Most High.
Who is this? Come on, if it ain't us. Nobody else got no professor to know the knowledge of the Most High, man. Going through these scriptures and say, this the Most High, this the Most High, this the Most High. Nobody but us. Israelites, read.
And he calleth himself the child of the Most High.
Yeah, we are the child of the Most High. But so myself, I would say. He said, but those, but he said, for those that believe on him, that he power to become the sons of the Most High, even to them that believe on Bashem Mashiach Yahushua. We believe on Bashem Mashiach Yahushua. So we the sons of the Most High. Go ahead.
He was made to reprove our thoughts.
He was made to prove their thoughts, man. Come on.
He is grievous unto us, even to behold.
Look what you gonna think, but look what they saying. That we grievous even look at, hate to even see us, read.
For his life is not like other men.
Life ain't like other men. What everybody else doing? We sitting here going through the piece of dedication, man. Going through these scriptures, man. Our life is not like other men. They doing whatever they're doing out there. What's the day? I don't even know what day it is. What day is it?
14.
I mean the day. The actual day. It's the 7th day, though. It's Gary be the first day of the week, right? But they partying tonight, right? Tonight they partying, right? They partying tonight. Here we are in the scriptures, honoring the feast of dedication. They out there ready to be party. They out hear fireworks out in the back, right? They doing all kind of stuff, man. Get ready for Christmas. They probably got Christmas parties going on, don't they? Oh yeah, yeah, man. See. And we in this world. What it say?
He is grievous unto us, even to behold. For his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion.
Ways another fashion, man. You know. I love this. Y'all love this? I love this, man. This is my life. I love this, man. Read.
We are esteemed of him as counterfeits.
Yeah, they are counterfeits, man. Go ahead.
He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness.
That's right, man. We are abstaining from their ways as from filthiness. Come on, man. Read.
He pronounces the end of the just to be blessed.
That's right, man. The end of the just gonna be blessed. Y'all keep the law, set them out of the Most High, have faith in him. Some of myself outside, read.
And maketh his boast that the Most High is his Father.
That's right. The Most High is our Father. God. The Most High is our Father. Read.
Let us see if his words be true.
Okay, here comes Jacob's trouble. Read.
And let us prove what shall happen in the end of him.
Let's see what's going to happen to him in the end of him. Read.
For if the just man be the son of the Most High,
just man be the son of the Most High, read.
He will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies.
Hear that? See? Go ahead.
Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture.
Just examine him with what?
Despitefulness and torture.
What they're going to be doing, man? They're going to examine we, the children of Israel, some of us, with despitefulness and torture. Go ahead.
That we may know his meekness.
They know his humility. Read.
And prove his patience.
And prove his patience. Are you going to give up? Are you going to give in to whatever it is they're going to try and torment you to do and give up, you know, and believing in the Most High and praising the Most High and still believing in him, having faith in him? You ever look at Eleazar, man, that 90-year-old man, what do you know for? He died, went to the torment. And that woman and her 7 sons right after, every last one of them was tormented for not eating no pork, man, not eating no abomination, man. Knowing that they got something better to look forward to. That's the examples right there. Read.
Let us condemn him with a shameful death.
Let's condemn him with what?
A shameful death.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
For by his own saying, he shall be respected.
Wow, man. See? Shameful death, man. They planning for Jacob's trouble, man. For his own saying, he shall be respected. Go ahead.
Such things they did imagine.
The wicked, the evil, the unrighteous imagine. These such things they imagine, read.
And were deceived.
And were what?
Deceived.
And were deceived by their own vain opinion. The evil spirit going through their judgment, read.
For their own wickedness have blinded them.
their own wickedness have what?
Blinded them.
Blinded them, man. Read.
As for the mysteries of the Most High,
Mystery, the secrets of the Most High. Come on.
they knew them not.
Remember we just read, as for the way of the Most High, the Mashiach of Shai, we have not what? Known them. You see? See there? See what it said here? Same thing. The mysteries of the Most High, what they say?
They knew them not.
They knew them not, man. Go ahead.
Neither hoped they for the wages of righteousness, nor discerned a reward for blameless souls.
That's right, man. That's it right there. Go back to Psalm 79. Same thing, man. Nothing new under the sun. Y'all have to see this, man. He was in verse 9 or 10. Yeah, verse 10.
Psalm 79 and 10. Wherefore shall the heathen say, where is their power? Let him be known among the heathen in our sight by the revenging of the blood of thy servants, which is shed.
That's right, man. Go ahead.
Let the sign of the prisoner come before thee. According to the greatness of thy power, preserve thou those that are appointed to die.
Right, man. So we just read how they plan on doing to us, man. This is what we should be saying. Let the sign of the prisoner come before thee, O Most High. According to the greatness of thy power, preserve thou those that are appointed to die, that they plan on killing. Read. But it's going to be martyrs. Some of us not going to have to die, read.
And render unto our neighbors sevenfold into their bosom.
That's sevenfold. They want to kill one, kill 7 of them. They want to kill 2, kill 14 of them. They want to kill 3, kill, 21 of them. They want to kill 4, kill 28 of them. That's what it's saying, man.
Into their bosom their reproach.
To their bosom, their disgrace. Come on.
Wherewith they have reproached thee.
Now, who they reproach? That thee is who? The Most High. They reproach the Most High, man.
O Most High.
The Most High. They reproaching the Most High.
So we thy people and sheep of thy pasture will give thee thanks forever.
So why the Most High forever? I will know you. Go ahead.
We will show forth thy praise to all generations.
Read that again.
We will show forth thy praise to all generations.
Read it again.
We will show forth thy praise to all generations.
Read it again.
We will show forth thy praise to all generations.
What did it say again?
We will show forth thy praise to all generations.
So I say, praise the Most High.
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 Right, Daniel 7:18. Yeah. We gonna show forth thy praise to all generations. This generation that we in now, man. Hopefully it catch on, man. I hope people really take heed to this because it's very important. Very important. Don't slip on this, boy. Or you slipping on the Most High. You got to deal with him one way or another. Go ahead.
Daniel 7 and 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever.
How long?
Forever.
How long?
Forever.
That's right. Forever. Read.
Even forever and ever.
Even forever and ever. Verse 27.
Verse 27. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him.
All dominions shall serve and obey him, man. That's why we thank y'all for being online with us for the feast of dedication. Hope it was edifying for you. I know it was long, but it was needed. You know, it was felt. I hope it was felt. If not, you know, share it with someone. You know, subscribe and share this video with someone. You know, because we got 8 days, so it's not like you got this one day. You can't really, you know, share it with your friends, share it with your family members, share it with the fact of, you know, because a lot of them don't know what Mashiach Shai himself. He's coming to the bottom of the book. He's right there in the Babylonian Empire, the Persian Media Empire, the Greek Empire, the Roman Empire, to our empire that we in right now. He's always there, been there. You know what I mean? So share this with your family members or your friends, associates, and we are still the wisdom. We thank you for joining us, man. I say, come up now, Yahweh.
Come up now, Yahweh.
Come up now, Yahweh.
Come up now, Yahweh.
Now, Yahweh.
Come up now, Yahweh.
Come up now, Yahweh.
Come up now, Yahweh.
Come Mashiach Yahushua.
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 Mashiach Yahushua.
Come Mashiach Yahushua.
Come Yasharala.
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 Read verse 28.
Hitherto is the end of the matter.
Read it to at the end of the matter. The water for joining us, and all praises to the Most High. And keep the feast of dedication for 8 days. Have a good time. Enjoy yourself. We're going to come back on the last day, a week from today, for the last day of the feast. And with that, we out. Shalom.